Another attack, yet another attack on our military base for inside North Borno State. And people don't they talk, say, how many more attacks will be our military get to face before all of this issue could be resolved? Well, as they talk to you, Army don't confirm, say 2 people, 9 they don't buy because of that attack will happen again for inside military base. And this one, it don't cause a lot of wahala. People say, how many, remember, say, what they tell you yesterday, how 104 soldiers don't disappear since the last attack we happened for inside a military base for that same Borno State. Now, another one don't happen again. And about 2 soldiers, they don't buy. Well, that will not be even the only matter we BC are carried to come bring for that demand, because the matter plenty we BC will talk about. Now, let's even face other issues we BC the warriors for inside our country. Sharp. They don't give us warning of an imminent attack again for Nigeria. This time around, they say Plateau State, Borno State will likely come under attack very, very soon, and it go brutal. Remember how they give that warning? As they give the warning, nothing happened, another attack happened, where the president go visit Plateau State. Now they don't give warning again. Waiting what they do with this warning, waiting as security agencies could do about it to ensure, say, it no end in another fatality where BC people could just die anyhow. Well, we don't know yet, but we'll just say we could follow also raise the alarm as they don't raise them. We don't know. Whatever we do, if it can save lives, it matters a lot. But in all of this, other matters the way BC they happen, as Peter Obi don't carry enter inside streets to go talk to people about their PVC registrations and waiting they stand to gain if it be say they register right and then vote for the right candidate. You think say this strategy will work, especially at a time when it be say people they talk say bottlenecks day for the current INEC PVC registration with all of these issues and more. Now we'll get to talk about Dr. Katch to join us to react to that and all other matters. So plenty today where you go react to. Now let me mention them after the break when they come back. This. Good evening. Welcome to Updated Precious. Another very beautiful day to bring on an update of all the things with the shelle for inside our country, Nigeria. All right, joining us inside the studio, Shapali, now Dr. Katch. Oh, no. Dr. Katch, good evening. And thank you so much for joining us. Welcome. It's always a pleasure to have you join us every Thursday, sir. Welcome, sir. Dr. Katch, are you there? Hey, network.
Yes, I am here with you.
I just said that network don't freeze you. Dr.
No,
Katch.
I'm good with you.
Dr. Katch, you don't hear this thing about fake agency where they give a startup fund of 27 point something billion naira. Government talk say them be fake agency, or God insist say in be original. In fact, some evidence don't show us that same agency been get 1.1 billion naira allocation under Buhari administration. How is it possible? Femi Falana on that don't talk say he will carry the matter for head. But just after Bayo Onanuga denied the agency again yesterday, make I quickly tell you what's in the man talk for inside the interview with Premium Times so you can get today. Now, Adeniyi Adeyemi, the man accused of foreign government appointment or forging rather appointment letters and parading himself as Director General of a non-existent Presidential Foreign Intervention Promotion Council and the Petroleum Presidential Economic Advisory Council, the two bodies joined together, has spoken to Premium Times from hiding, insisting the presidency is only trying to silence him. So what did they do? They just won't keep him quiet. Now, Mr. Adeyemi, who spoke to this newspaper on Tuesday, yesterday, denied any wrongdoing and said the government's action amounted to defense mechanism against him. He said, you know, the government we have, they are just playing a defense mechanism to shut me up. My organization was set up in 2024. He insists. When asked to meet in person to state his side of the story, Mr. Adeyemi said he was not in Abuja. He also declined to share his appointment letter or any documentary evidence of his engagement by the government. And then he responded to further questions saying his lawyers had advised him against speaking to journalists for now, to make it keep quiet. But he still gets interviewed this evening. Michelle Okimaloye. He said, I just decided to speak to you a little bit, but that one said could just be now. Now, Mr. Adeyemi claimed his life was under threats, saying this had forced him to be on the ground for now. He said, they are now after my life. I have gone into hiding. I'm underground now. That's what he talked. He said, I will not be able to disclose my information now or any information now. I don't consider myself safe. That's what Mr. Adeyemi talked. One of the things he accused about now, the mysterious death of the middleman where they between them. Where he say give 400 million naira. The intermediary will make and give 400 million naira to allegedly Gbajabiamila. Dr. Katch, this is scandalous scandal. How possible is it that this will be a lie? And the same agency is captured on our budgets. How did a fake agency make its way into a national budget? How did the fake agency use fake documents to get a CBN account? Are we that polarized? How did the fake agency get a space in federal secretariat? Is Nigeria that porous? Because we talk about our security. Yes. Is it that bad? And then again, how is it possible? We're that porous. But then why it be say, when Bayo got the respond yesterday, he not talk anything about how the agency used make campaign inside budget. He not talk anything about the death of the man, which is the close to murder or certain murder accusation when they accuse somebody for the presidency. They don't address those things. What in this one make us look like, Dr. Katch? Not vex. I say, make I ask. Oh dear. I just hope we're not having network issues. Dr. Katch, can you hear me? Yes. I was asking you, what does this make us look? How does this make us look? And what does it make us look like? If you can hear me, sir. I think your network is, the network is gone off. His network has gone off. I saw the story and I felt like crying. The kind of things that happened. He also held an interview with Seun Okimaloye this evening, and he doubled down on what he said. Well, Femi Falana don't talk, say, in getting interest for inside the matter. Make Tinubu government can help us explain. How is it possible to raise money? The one will even want my brain pass, not even the budget of 1.3 billion naira. That money na chicken change compared to the money where the man saying that their kickoff grants, 27 point something billion naira kickoff grants. Here? And that money just like that. Where did we get all this money from? If what the man is saying is true. All right, Dr. Katch, so sorry. I think your network booted you out briefly. I was asking how this whole drama how do you think it would make Nigeria look?
I will say there's nothing new about what we're hearing. This has been going on under the Buhari presidency because the state has been captured. And that's why they are doing everything. You're hearing this because according to the gentleman involved, he refused to pay the balance 200 million. Out of an agreed 600 million, he had paid 400 million earlier. But because he didn't pay the balance, this crisis came to fall. There are plenty of scams like this that are being organized by people, sharp businessmen, and they're using that to undermine the country. They're using that to loot the country's treasury. They're using that to undermine institutions. What you're seeing is just one that did not go well. A lot of them went well. And a lot of them are constructed in the same game that you're seeing. So what you're seeing is a scheme that has been on in government. Best. And now be learning about it because them did not work out well. According to one of the personnel dramatic in this game, he did not pay the balance 200 million out of an estimated 600 million for which he claimed he had paid 400 million. So it's not easy for him to have gotten all those recommendations. Met lawmakers, people in government. summoned of government, and they came to him, even got his agency registered, and they were being sharing part of the budget. This is exactly why the patrons and financiers of terrorism insisted that just like this arrangement you've seen, that the terrorists should be put on budget. If this man could be put on budget, you can understand why terrorism financiers and patrons are insisting that their boys also should be on budget. So it simply tells you a lot of how very low the Nigerian state has gotten. And I don't think it's the time for us to start blaming Tinubu. No, Tinubu is not the problem. All of us are the problem.
How,
We
sir?
kept mute. It is. We kept quiet when Buhari was destroying the country. So Tinubu came in, and as he said, he adopted the Buhari template, and that the government is a continuum between him and Buhari. So what do you expect him to do? He simply
Oh dear, not today for us to have this network issue. I really don't look forward to this happening at all. Not today at all. Not today. We get plenty of things we won't talk about. We will need time to talk about so that this network no will come spoil things for us. It's really bizarre. So it's I wish I can say all the things I have in mind to say, honestly speaking. So we'll just continue like this in this country, and then nobody is held accountable for. And this is not country where we say no get money. Oh. Country where no get money. Oh. But would they manage the small fund where we say we get like this? So if we can be managing the small fund we have, and then this is happening, then what's in it for us? What do? We they manage money, and then we they spend money anyhow for nonsense. Typical nonsense. And our mind no bother us. Say all these kind of expenses, no be the right time to make them. Well, Dr. Katch rejoins us very soon so that we'll look at this and other issues. Oh goodness, I think the network has really, really, really been bad. So I'm sure he'll rejoin us very soon. Remember, I told you guys about the terror attack, imminent terror attack. Will BC then safely happen anytime soon? Yeah. So let's see. Let me see if I can quickly play that for you before Dr. Katch rejoins us. Dr. Katch, sorry, so sorry. The network is really bad. I'm so sorry that it keeps taking you out. So you were concluding your thought on that conversation, sir.
I was saying that this problem is nothing new. It's been there since the days of Buhari. We've only just found it out because Tinubu wasn't able to cover it. And what I'm telling you is this crisis is as a consequence of the gentleman not paying the balance 100 million out of 600. So if they truly are honest, let us see a public, you know, discussion and action by the EFCC or even the DSS. Let us hear from the gentleman what happened. You will see that people in government would not want this story to be discussed, nor for the man to be interrogated so they can say everything in his mind. Because it's not easy for a man to just come up like that, head a committee, and the committee gets more than $1 billion allocated to it. There is something in it. So we have to find out where the relationship is sour for them now to stop supporting him, which has now led to this public exposure. I think there were a lot of things like this across the country happening in the public.
Oh no, not this network at all. Not this network, not today. Not today for us to face this network issue. It's not a good day for us to have this issue at all. Sincere apologies. I'd like to quickly apologize and deeply, deeply apologize over this issue that we're facing. So I just came across a video that I was supposed to play to you guys earlier, and I'm going to play it. Okay, so Dr. Katch, sincere apologies. It be like say network just made us where we're like our village people today. So if you're done with that
Yeah, but
conversation, let's just proceed to our other issues, sir. Hello, sir.
let's move on. Proceed.
Okay, sir. All right then. So moving on very quickly, let's begin with security because it's very important to us. Now, there's been a warning about an imminent attack in Benue and Plateau States. Remember, something happened. The Magban leader died for inside Benue State. And then the deputy governor of the state go commiserate with the family to beg them, made them sorry. Mieti Alako even talk, say no, say they no go do any reprisal attacks and all that. But just yesterday, we hear say several people were killed in an attack in Benue State about 2-3 days after that incident. And I was just saying something to some people yesterday on the show here that why it be like say anytime we be say death happen, it did they had for the people where they accuse or the leaders of the ethnic group where they accuse of those killings to extend condolences and commiserations to the families and people or the government of people where they kill. But if the reverse not the case, it always they quick to happening. Why be like say it like that? And you know, see the man will be say they rich for wisdom and things when they happen for Nigeria. So now wait to make I ask you that question. Why it happen like that? When if attack happen for one place, they accuse a particular group saying I didn't do them. Those attacks will happen like that. We need to see those group or the leaders of those group or leaders of those religion to go apologize or not just apologizing, first of all, distancing themselves and their ethnic group from waiting those criminal elements where they parade themselves in the name of their ethnic group commit. And then secondly, extending condolences and commiserations to these people for the activities of their ethnic group. Why it always happen like that, Dr. Katch? Did you hear me, sir? Did you hear did you get the question, sir? We can't hear you. Yeah, we can't hear you. I can't hear you, sir.
Okay, I can hear you now. I can hear you now.
Great. Go ahead, sir. I was asking if you heard my question.
Raise your question again. Let me try to.
I asked a question. I
recalibrate your voice.
I said Magban leader died, was brutally killed in Benue State. Very horrific. And after when they come back from a peace meeting where they get for Benue State. And then the deputy governor of the state don't go visit his family to commiserate with them and apologize, say then go fish out the criminals where be say killer. But I did ask the question, say, why be say anytime, but 2 days later, an attack happened that took several lives in the same Benue State. Even though say, Mieti Allah come and say there will not be reprisal attack. So my question, I say, why be like, say, anytime a particular ethnic group, they fingered or accused, say their people conduct an attack, we need to see the leaders of those ethnic group come for either commiserations or condolences, or extend commiserations or condolences to the people where be say then say their ethnic groups and attack. Just like we see Governor Pueblo do for Edo State and the Benue Deputy Governor now don't do. Why did they had make we see that sincere condolences and commiserations? So that, and then condemnation most importantly, because these people may just be parading themselves like they're people from your ethnic group and religion when they're really not. But why do we not see them condemn it in the same way they condemn when the attack affects them?
Well, you know what we're doing. They are strong. They will also pretend nothing concerns them. But if you touch the terrorists, you will not see them come out. If you speak about the terrorism, they will say you are ethnically profiling them. What the Fulani leaders actually taught is that us will keep quiet. Most people in the north has now embraced docility as a way of life. The problem, the Fulani they expect everybody to suffer in silence and do not react. want to tell you we have issues. The government knows there are problems. In the past 3-4 days,
Oh, goodness me. I'm so sorry. Sincere apologies. I don't know why today's network is this bad. I thought we had sorted out this network issue, but it's so bad today. Please forgive me. All right. Whilst we wait on Dr. Katch, let me quickly see if I can. I just wish I can just jump on other stuffs, but unfortunately, I would really love to hear Dr. Katch out. I don't understand what's going on with this network. Maybe I should just call on direct call, and that may be better. Let me see if I would rather do direct call, if that will be better, because whenever the network is this bad, then it's always a problem to have a clear communication. So I don't know if I would rather call directly, and if this would be more helpful. Unfortunately, I can't even reach him directly. Sincere apologies. Sincere apologies. I don't understand what's going on today. All right, so let me just quickly gloss through some other headlines quickly, and then we'll get back. Oh, very sad to see this happen, honestly. I was really looking forward to us having a great conversation. And then this, network is always bad every time. Unfortunately, it's not our fault. So please, if the network is bad, it's not our fault. And it is not my network, it is Dr. Katch's network. And you cannot blame his network. I made sure I had multiple sources of network to be sure that I can mitigate all of this. But unfortunately, you can't compel a guest to also do that to ensure that. So it's unfortunate that this happens, or this is happening. So sad and so unfortunate. But let's hope that he'll rejoin us as soon as possible. I'm trying to see if I can get him on phone call or via phone call so that we can get the conversation going on phone call. And I hope that happens. Unfortunately, the phone call is not even connecting. So that tells you that the network is really, really very bad. Phone call is barely connecting. I don't know why. Okay, so at this point, it's really, really troubling. So let me quickly play that incident to you.
The Islamist Fulani ethnic militia across Nigeria's Middle Belt during June 2026. We now have received additional credible information that further large-scale attacks may be planned in the coming weeks. The latest incidents include the massacre of 15 Christians in Katsina Ala local government area of Benue State and the killing of 6 people in Plateau State on June 30th. Based on credible information received from sources on the ground, the Islamist Fulani ethnic militia are planning a major coordinated offensive against communities in Benue and Plateau states, with a possible execution window beginning today and spreading out until Sunday. According to this information, and logistical preparations and coordinations have been completed. Well-funded and coordinated operations are being planned. The fighters have already been mobilized from several northern states. We are seeing Fulani ethnic militia coming in from Bauchi, Nasarawa, Kaduna, Taraba, Adamawa, Sokoto, Zamfara, and Plateau states. The information we've received indicates that this is not expected to be a routine attack carried out by just small isolated groups, but rather a coordinated operation involving experienced Fulani militant fighters reportedly trained in guerrilla warfare, including infantry and sniper tactics. Folks, these are well-trained Islamic Fulani ethnic militia coming in from several states to do a coordinated attack. I can't stress this enough. In Benue State, communities believed to be at greatest risk include Agatu, Guma, Oktupo, Ohimini local government areas. Our teams have also received credible information indicating that fighters are assigned to the planned operation in Benue, currently camped in the hills and forested areas along Katsina Ala access, as well as near Benue, Kogi, Benue Taraba, and Benue Nasarawa borders. This is where they're hiding out. People have seen them. They are massing and they are gathering. They're planning major hits in Benue over the next few days. In Plateau State, we have information that they're planning attacks in communities such as Farin Lamba in Jos South, Kogam in Vuong District, Rantia in Giel District, Nyango Giel and Gero, all within Jos South, are going to be under attack. They are planning to hit these areas and hit them hard. Additional communities include Lauru Village in Fan District of Barkanladi and Sanghasa, also in Fan District, and Mai Idon Taro Village in Foron District. They are planning to hit all these areas, and they're also planning on hitting in southern Kaduna as well. We've received credible information indicating that fighters assigned to these operations in Plateau are currently camped in the hills of Lugiri in the Barkanladi-Mangu border and it's hard for me to say this.
Hello, so sorry, Dr. Katch. I'm so sorry. The network has been really bad. So you were saying something. Let me quickly let you drop your thought on what you were saying before we go straight to this video, sir. We can't hear you. You're muted. Please kindly check if we can't hear you. Okay. We cannot hear you. We cannot hear you. I don't understand what's going on. We can't hear you, sir. We cannot hear you at all. Maybe you just leave and come back in again. Let's see if it gets better. If you're joining again, please ensure you join with your audio on. We can't hear you. Oh, goodness me.
Mararaban Daira near Jos South Bassa border, and Giambwas in Kaduna, Giambwas in Kadunu district near Mangu Bauchi border. That's where the bad guys are hiding in Plateau. And I told you where the bad guys are hiding in Benue. Now here's the thing. If I know this, the Nigerian...
Yes, I can hear you.
All right, so great. So I said you were saying something. Let me let you land your thought on that quickly before we go to this video.
I was saying something about what?
We were talking about the attacks and then why we don't have equal treatment when it happens on both sides, or equal response. Yes, sir.
Yeah, the attacks are calibrated by people in government helping those who attack us. This is the first time, because of the presence of the Americans and the fact that the government knows that whatever happens, the Americans will be able to decode and understand. That's why you're seeing soldiers are being told not to collude with the terrorists. And that's why you're seeing something totally different from what used to obtain before. Before, it was the government actively in collusion with the terrorists to kill the people. Today, it is the government afraid that with the American presence, any nonsense they do will be discovered. And so they're encouraging the soldiers to do a good job, deal with the terrorists. And that's why you're seeing the current internal crisis in the APC between the patrons and financiers of the terrorism and the government. And I think that is a very good thing for the country. I told somebody earlier today that I believe the crisis we have is the good for the country. And the person said, how could you be? I said, because at the beginning, the terrorists were playing and they were being helped by Buhari. People came in. He just didn't know what to do because there was no handing over notes telling him about the covert operations. And that's why he stopped. He didn't pay anybody. And that's why you had a complaint from Asare Dokubo that they've not been paid for up to 40 months. So that's why what it was that the Buhari government played and promoted as a covert operation, which is terrorism, which when he did the unknown government in the East, was simply a strategy to revenge to what he thought were the consequences of General Ihejirika's steadfast fight against the terrorists. So you are now beginning to see, as Garba said, that the terrorists are actually the freedom fighters of some people in the north, but not the whole of the north. And that's how we have to be sure. The crisis so far you're seeing with the militias are being perpetrated by Fulani leaders, not Hausas, not Biram, not TV, not Bachama, not Angus, not even the Gbagi people, not anybody you can talk about, say the Biram people. No, it's got nothing to do with them. They are suffering from it. Not anything close to the Igalas. No, Igalas are also victims of this. The TVs are victims of this. Houses are victims of the Fulani Mehe. So that's why I say it is just a strategy by the Fulani leadership to try to seize more territory to resettle Fulani refugees coming from other countries in West Africa in Nigeria. The problem with that Buhari strategy is we don't have land to give anybody. And that's why you're seeing now the leaders thinking that they can now use ethnic cleansing to gain territories from indigenous people. And that's the reason why I am very, very happy for the introduction of state police. State police will give the indigenous people the ability to carry guns and defend them. There is a war on, and Nigerians must learn to take the Fulani war seriously. The Fulani are not only audacious, they are also very, very resilient in their quest to succeed in this their slow motion war against the rest of Nigeria.
All right, so now speaking about slow motion war, here now the another threat attack, attack alert wey be say they don't raise. You know, those same group then will be they raise this issue since so will be Obodo Igbo people. They don't raise them again. He's from the United States. Talked about imminent attacks in Benue Plateau and this time Southern Kaduna too. Please kindly take
the Islamist Fulani ethnic militia across Nigeria's Middle Belt during June 2026. We now have received additional credible information that further large-scale attacks may be planned in the coming weeks. The latest incidents include the massacre of 15 Christians in Katsina Ala local government area of Benue State and the killing of 6 people in Plateau State on June 30th. Based on credible information received from sources on the ground, the Islamist Fulani ethnic militia are planning a major coordinated offensive against communities in Benue and Plateau states, with a possible execution window beginning today and spreading out until Sunday. According to this information, and logistical preparations and coordinations have been completed, well-funded and coordinated operations are being planned. The fighters have already been mobilized from several northern states. We are seeing Fulani ethnic militia coming in from Bauchi, Nasarawa, Kaduna, Taraba, Adamawa, Sokoto, Zamfara, and Plateau states. The information we've received indicates that this is not expected to be a routine attack carried out by just small isolated groups, but rather a coordinated operation involving experienced Fulani militant fighters reportedly trained in guerrilla warfare, including infantry and sniper tactics. Folks, these are well-trained Islamic Fulani ethnic militia coming in from several states to do a coordinated attack. I can't stress this enough. In Benue State, communities believed to be at greatest risk include Agatu, Guma, Oktupo, Ohimini local government areas. Our teams have also received credible information indicating that fighters are assigned to the planned operation in Benue, currently camped in the hills and forested areas along Katsina Ala access, as well as near Benue, Kogi, Benue Taraba, and Benue Nasarawa borders. This is where they're hiding out. People have seen them. They are massing and they are gathering. They're planning major hits in Benue over the next few days. In Plateau State, we have information that they're planning attacks in communities such as Farin Lamba in Jos South, Kogom in Vuang District, Rantia in Giel district, Nyango, Giel, and Gero, all within Jos South, are going to be under attack. They are planning to hit these areas and hit them hard. Additional communities include Lauru Village in Fan District of Barkanladi and Sanghasa, also in Fan District, and Mai Idon Taro Village in Foron District. They are planning to hit all these areas, and they're also planning on hitting in southern Kaduna as well. We've received credible information indicating that fighters assigned to these operations in Plateau are currently camped in the hills of Lugiri in the Barkanladi-Mangu border and it's hard for me to say this, Mararaban Daira near Jos South Bassa border, and Giambwas in Kaduna, Giambwas in Kaduna district near Mangu Bauchi border. That's where the bad guys are hiding in Plateau. And I told you where the bad guys are hiding in Benue. Now, here's the thing. If I know this, the Nigerian government knows this. They are planning major attacks. This is our terror alert to you. Please do what you need to do to protect yourselves. To President Tinubu and the Nigerian military and police, please protect these innocent civilians. Protect them against the terrorists that are going to massacre many people. If you say you don't want your country designated as a country of particular concern, you should do something about the terrorists that are killing the innocent. As of yesterday, our teams remain in the field collecting and verifying credible information from multiple independent sources. These are responsibilities that should be you, Nigerian government, and also international community looking at the situation. You guys should be paying attention to what's going on. But instead, there's been repeated failures by the Nigerian government and also the international community to come in and defend the defenseless and to stand up to these terrorists. And I just want to get this off my chest and say this. President Trump, the group that's about to kill all these Christians in Nigeria is not ISIS. It's not Boko Haram. It's the Fulani ethnic militia, which our U.S. government currently has no policy to deal with. ISIS is not killing the Christians. The group that is responsible for killing 80% of the Christians in Nigeria is the Fulani ethnic militia. It's not ISIS. Now, President Trump, U.S. government, I appreciate you dealing with terrorists. I appreciate you taking care of ISIS. Nobody likes ISIS. We think ISIS should be eradicated. But if we are serious and you are serious about protecting Christians in Nigeria, you have to deal with the Fulani ethnic militia. President Trump, I do not know who's giving you your information, but you're getting bad information about what's going on in Nigeria. Whatever gatekeepers you have that are telling you ISIS is the problem, they are lying to you, sir. What makes me credible? What makes our source?
I could go on and on with that, sir. Dr. Katch, I don't know if you heard everything he said. Dr. Katch, sir, can you hear me? Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, speak again. Let me hear you. Speak.
I said, I don't know if you heard what he said and the threats, the imminent threats, and then what he ended up saying to Donald Trump, where he said that whoever is advising Trump that ISIS is the problem in Nigeria is advising him wrongly. That's the major people killing over 80% of Nigerians and Nigerian Christians are Fulani militias and not ISWAP.
But then they have the information we don't have. They know that ISWAP is here. They know ISIS is here. But they also know the Fulani militias are here. So what we know is that the international fundamentalist coalition are here. And I think the Americans are correct. So whoever is saying what he's saying don't know anything, just talking crap. We support what the Americans are doing. We like the way they are deepening their intelligence gathering capabilities. We beg them to do more. That's a war on. So you don't tell one of the very important.
I think we're here again with the network issue. Okay. This is not looking good at all. It's not looking like a great day to have this conversation at all. And we really have quite a lot to unfold today on the show, but it's unfortunate that we have this problem. Dr. Katch, I don't know if you can hear me. Dr. Katch, are you there, sir? Okay, this is something else. He can hear us. It's crazy. It's crazy. The network, please, Nigerians, bear with us. The network is really crazy. So it's been raining days non-stop in Nigeria. So I don't know. You know, say rain and network for Nigeria any day. Rain and network in Nigeria don't go hand in hand. So it's always a problem, and it can be really very frustrating to have this network interruptions when you're working. And it's we're trying our best to ensure that it doesn't happen. But then again, we can only do what we can as humans, and then I guess leave the rest for God. So it's very unfortunate, and it can be very tiring to have these issues over and over again. But then I know that Dr. Katch will rejoin us as soon as he can, or we may just have to make it an audio conversation, because anytime it gets this bad, we just make an audio conversation and forget about joining with the link. And unfortunately, I can't even access my other WhatsApp right now, so I don't even know what to do. But then let's get back. Okay. I saw this video earlier, and I thought to also share whilst he's talking about this, because a lot of people blame the British for what is going on in Nigeria. So we hear that some British are protesting that they should send Nigerians back to Nigeria. And then guess what? Nigerians in UK organize their own counter protest to say, send us back to where? No, na keep us the way we did. On a get us.
We go nowhere. We are here, we go nowhere.
From the cabinet, we're saying take them back. Send them to insecurity nation. Yes. 428.
The parliament, you asked them to take us back. Where are you taking us back to? You are taking us back to Africa, where you are the people supporting our bad leaders. You don't have right to take us back. Before taking us back, you have to stop our bad leaders from coming to your place.
They're saying take them back to insecurity country. They say take them back. Take them back.
It's not possible. We go nowhere. We are your property. We go nowhere because you people are the ones funding our politicians to do nonsense in Africa. Our leaders are terrorists. We go nowhere. We go nowhere. Nigeria go nowhere.
All right, sir. The network has been so crazy today. I apologize. I can imagine the stress is taking you to always rejoin whenever it cuts you off. It's a terrific day with the network. Sincere apologies. So you were saying something, and then you know that one of the things he also said, he spoke about the an imminent attack in Plateau, Benue, and southern Kaduna, that they're coming from different northern states to attack in these states. And this is not the first time they've talked about this, and it really did happen. What should an ideal and a proactive government do after this kind of warning, sir?
Rush to conclude proceedings on the creation of state police. That's what the government should do. State police will allow the indigenous people to defend themselves against attacks by foreigners. The people who seek land and so are attacking through ethnic cleansing to take over land and resettle people are foreign Fulanis. Because we refuse to yield land through the years of Buhari, that's why they want to take land by force. It's not going to be easy for them, and I know they will not win. Take that to the bank. The Fulani militias will lose. They will lose. Because once the Nigerian people get the guns under the name of state police, they will be able to defend themselves. You know, the idea of Buhari taking guns off all Nigerians and then allowing foreign militias who came in to not keep their own, I think that's nonsense. And I believe we should reject that 100%. Well, it happened.
Here we go again. Here we go again. Ah, people should pray for me. Network today is crazy.
Possible. We go nowhere.
Okay.
We are your
Hello, sir.
property.
Sincere apologies. This particular network today, our village people, I don't know what happened now. I been make a good poor libation for my papa grave. Make it talk to our ancestors to allow us talk today. All right, sir.
The position of the Nigerian government is even harder, is stronger than that of our village people. You know that. They don't want anybody to speak about what's going on. But we have to speak. It's our own contribution. It's like there's a war on, and we must now act as members of the resistance. The resistance is who we are. We're not going to keep quiet. We're not stopping because the government is in bed with the killers and terrorists. That's just the truth. Yeah. Don't deceive yourself.
All right. So before you came in, I was playing this video. This video basically because I like to make today's show as interactive as possible. So I was playing this video where some British were asking Nigerians to go back to their country. Take them back, take them back. They were protesting that Nigerians should go back. And guess what? Nigerians arranged the counter protests in UK there and telling them that we go nowhere. Your leaders are the ones supporting the evil that our own leaders are doing, destroying our country. And they want us to go. We're not leaving here. We're not going anywhere.
That's a good one. It simply tells you that the world. Yes, of course. It tells you that the world understands what's going on, and we will be able to tell them the truth there. They cannot do nonsense, support evil in our country, and then you say we don't talk. We must talk. It's just like me and you are having this discussion. Agents of those mad people don't want us to talk. They want us to be silent, but it's not going to work. So until we start doing things like that, the world will think that we are foolish. The British have been supporting the Fulani to do what they are doing. We have to go against them. We must speak up. This is not the time for anybody to be quiet, be polite. No. If you speak, you'll die. You don't speak, you'll die. Look at what has happened in the north. People get killed. Not that they did anything, just because some people want to take over their land. And then those who do not talk, the Fulani leaders that have been mute and refuse to talk, are complicit in the killings. If they want us to believe that they are not part of it, they should openly, publicly condemn what's going on. Because when you refuse to condemn it, then you are complicit and you are complicit.
So that Dr. Katch, I'm a bit confused with what's going on in the country. Remember when the issue about the coalition came up, was announced, and some people said that the coalition had already started meeting a year or less than a year after Tinubu got into government. And then you've seen people like Attæck and some other top northern leaders saying that it doesn't matter. I mean, the rotation of whether south-north rotation does not matter. That as a matter of fact, we'll have north rule only for 11 years. And then if Attæck comes into power, if he wins the election, it will mean that we've had the Muslim rulers for 8 years, which is Buhari, another Muslim for 4 years, that is 12 years, and another Muslim again. What does that mean?
Well, it is wrong. Don't
forget. Why
do you
think they are agitating?
It didn't start today.
Okay, sir.
It did not start today. What I blame is the docility of the Christian leaders. It started with the cascade of 3 coups: Buhari's coup, Babangida's coup, and Abacha's coup. That's what the Muslims used to write the decree and assume that they own the country. We are only now reacting late. So we need to be very, very, very... Of course, you can say that the church itself is, the church is not organized. Look at people like Kumuyi and Adeboye. They were all cooperating with Buhari. Hear me now. Look at church leaders like Kumuyi and Adeboye. These people have become bigots and they have supported the Muslims during the killing of Christians. So if you're looking at some of these church leaders, they will simply collect money and look the other way. Christians have to wake up and be sure that their rights are protected. We're only talking
But I
about
don't know if
what
we heard. I don't know if we heard what Adeboye said recently. He said that Tinubu has done his beats. Well, do you expect him to wear khaki? It was just Jonathan that wore khaki that time to go.
Don't
to
forget,
this thing.
yes,
He
it was
gave
the same
orders,
Adeboye.
and it is the responsibilities of the people that he gave orders to take their order, sir.
Yes. Well, Adeboye is pretending that he is a novice, but of course he's not a novice. He's an elderly Nigerian. He knows what's going on. He knows that if the government lacks the political will, the soldiers will not do anything. He's just trying to deceive people. And what he says simply painted him for the bigot that he is. He was very stringent in
Network. You will not let this happen. You let us hear what Dr. Katch is saying so that we'll tell him, hey. Oh, no. We cannot be having this issue. We cannot be having this issue. It's becoming very frustrating. I just do wish that we can have a better conversation. Oh, goodness me. Okay. All right. It can be really, really, really troubling having this issue over and over again. I do hope that Dr. Katch rejoins us as fast as he can so that we can have a conversation. That's just very tiring. Oh my goodness. Okay. Dr. Katch, are you there? Can you hear us? Okay, here we go again. But I'm sure he would rejoin us. He would rejoin us very soon. Sincere apologies. I won't I won't stop apologizing because it's really unplanned to have this very troubling network issue as like we do today. It's really, really very disturbing. And honestly speaking, it's also tiring for me. And that's why I would like to open the phone lines early enough so that we're just jumping on the conversation. Unfortunately, you can't even reach me on WhatsApp. So you still have to join this link for the conversation. So please, I'll be giving out the details very soon. So you just join the link and get straight into the studio for the conversation. Unfortunately, WhatsApp isn't available at the moment, but as soon as it's restored, I'll let you know. And you can also begin to call us on WhatsApp since we can't do this here today. Sincere apologies. Okay, so I have a couple of other things to talk about, but whilst we wait on Dr. Katch, let me just quickly open the phone lines. I do hope that's so that you can also ask him your questions. I don't want to ask a lot of questions today because of the network issue, so that I don't keep waiting for network. Our network does not keep dragging us back. So do well to jump in a conversation. I've already pasted the details and it's on a pinned post. Please do well to join us and let's get talking while Dr. Katch comes back to join us. That's the most we can do at the moment because of what is happening. It's not been a great day with the network at all. So just follow the link on the pinned post to bring you straight into the studio to join us right here in the studio. Yes, but if you want to call us, it has to be a direct call. So you have to call the line directly. That's number 0817029407. You have to call it directly. That's the only way you can reach us. All right, so Dr. Katch, today on the network, I don't know what we go do. So I was telling you that he said that we don't expect the man of God to enter war front. He cannot wear khaki and go to war front. He's done his bits. And remember, he also said that this whole thing did not start with Tinubu. It started with Buhari. In fact, he was bold enough to float to stop the subsidy that we know we were borrowing money for, even though we're borrowing more now that we're not paying subsidy. So you see, and then you mentioned Kumuyi. Kumuyi also said, he said, "No be we go fight our battles, saying that God go fight them for us." He said something like that. That's what he said. He said it, saying that God, now be our defender. So have they not done their bit to renew our mind in God? Saying a spiritual renewal. God is our problem solver and not government. Say government not being to solve our problem. Dr. Katch, I make I let you talk. I don't know whether you hear me. I don't know whether in a network or you hear me. Is the network again? Dr. Katch, can you hear us? Oh my show, this network. Juma, good evening and welcome. My village people no go kill me for this network today.
Good evening,
the thing just freeze, Dr. Katch. I don't tire. The thing today's show it's so tiring. It's so tiring. I don't know why this is happening. Oh, my village people should help me release Dr. Katch. Oh, please.
It's okay. It's okay. You go come back. You come back.
I know say go come back. Today the team worry me well, honestly speaking. Now those kind of shows where a person go just pack up. So you know what? Let's stop it here for today.
No sweats, no worries.
No wahala. No wahala. So I can let you jump in on any of the conversation you like to. I did a brief live earlier. I was going to give you guys full story of what the man, well, I told you already what the man said. So you heard his interview, what he said to Shemo Kimbaloye. What's your thoughts on the forged ministry or fake ministry, sir?
The thing is, good evening, Precious. Good evening, Dr. Katch.
Welcome, sir.
Good evening, viewers.
To join us. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. The thing is still raging. The furore is still raging, and there's so many on.
Yes, and he said he's waiting for the court he's willing for the court to do the neutral.
You see, this thing hasn't, the investigation of the person where died, make us start from there, where fire mysteriously killed, should be done by an independent body, not the police. Because we know that the police has been somewhat complicit. We've had situations where we can't trust what the police, the result that the police brings. There's so many instances. So a neutral body should actually go in there to find out, what really happened, how that fire came, look at the CCTV systems and see whether there are people who came in or suspicious activity. Do a post-mortem, and then do a forensic audit, fingerprinting and all that type of thing. And I don't think we have the capacity to be able to do that, so that we can establish the truth regarding that death of what's his name again? Babatunde Tenimola, who died just a day after the COS.
Yes, that case. But
yes.
TY, just help me just hold that thought small. Make I take this person a direct call, so I don't know if you keep them on hold for too long.
Okay.
Good evening and welcome. Hello.
Thank you, Precious.
Yes, please. Yes.
Hello, Precious.
Yes, I can hear you. Help me make it quick, sir.
Okay, I can. Okay, I will. So I just wanted to say, please stop calling me.
I should stop saying what?
No. So that agency was badly registered. It had all it was
registered. So your network is muffled up. It's bad. I can't hear you properly. Maybe you cut and call back. It's muffled up. All right. So go back. Yeah. You say I should stop calling it a fake agency. The network is bad. The network is so bad. Sincere apologies. You can call us back. Dr. Katch, can you hear us now, sir? This network matter today on serious. So TY Danjuma, no vex. Continue, sir. But I feel still stop if you call back or no vex. So go ahead, sir. You are on mute. You're muted, sir. You are muted.
Sorry. Yeah, so I said, first of all, we need an independent body to investigate the death or mysterious death of Babatunde Tenimola, who went into a hotel in Attæck in Abuja,
yes,
and died a day after the report was made. by, after a petition was made by the chief of staff to the president.
Yes. Yes.
Was it a coincidence? Was there
We
really a
agree with
fire?
you, but I'm coming. Maybe that's why Falana is interested in the case. But let me quickly take this caller back, please, sir. Give me a second. Good evening and welcome. I don't understand. When you want talk, network go bad. Not be me, now your village people, this today only be like say they mean us. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Okay, so just go ahead and make it quick, sir.
Okay, so I'm saying that don't call it fake agency or fake ministry. That ministry was validly registered. It was validly part of the means parastatals that the government wanted to run. Even though they wanted to use it as an SVP, as a vehicle to run, for staff.
Oh, we can't hear you. We can't hear you. Sincere apologies. But Dr. Katch has rejoined us. Till I beg you, will still help me hold your thought. We could look what I will get Dr. Katch now so that we'll not go, we go let him. Hey, Dr. Katch. Sorry, no vex. Hey,
today on bad.
Too bad.
They really meant us well.
Hell, and there is plenty things for us to talk. Both the said and unsaid. Hell, but let me let you wrap up quickly. So would you
we have
wrap
more
up?
Days.
No problem. Let me let you wrap up on what you were saying, sir, about our revered men of God. And I was telling you that Kumuyi said that God is our problem solver. No, the government go solve our problem. Just like now, God go protect us.
These people are being exposed for who they are. A lot of Nigerians are in the church business to make money. They're not there to be honest. So you can see how Kumuyi and Adeboye have been exposed. In the same country, same lifetime, we've seen how they have approached. When Goodluck was president, Adeboye led this 1 million man march, did all the talking. When Tinubu is president, he said, no, he's not the president anymore. It is the soldiers he will talk to. How can he be talking to the house boys? The soldiers take instructions from the civilian political leadership. That's how it is. If the civilians do not have the political will, today, I was with a general this evening, and he said, Katch, you see how bad it is? Remember when you told the country of what you saw? Let me be honest to you. Good news, like past 10 days, is that the army are rejecting the infusion of Boko Haram terrorists, according to the government, who were de-radicalized, to infuse them into the army. Because if you infuse them, they will still end up giving information to the Boko Haram people to kill these soldiers. Why don't you regard the soldiers? The army, the soldiers, the young people will not be in the army if the government would continue to infuse the Boko Haram people into the army, calling them the radicalized. No father, I'm a father and I have children whose mates are in the army, whose mates are officers, whose mates are all over the world doing things. I will not be comfortable in allowing my son to serve in the same unit as a de-radicalized Boko Haram member. Because these are the people who still leak the information. Why don't we use what we know? Why you've seen that these people leak information, you still putting them in the army? What's the essence? No, stop that nonsense. And I'm saying this now. All Nigerians, all Nigerian parents should be careful about their children being put in the same unit with Boko Haram adherents who government claim are de-radicalized. They're not de-radicalized nothing. If you allow your children to be in the same unit with them, your son may not come back to you alive.
All right, sir. So very quickly, before the network interrupts again, Peter Obi has embarked on something unusual that a lot of people are talking about. He went on more like a PVC campaign, registration campaign, encouraging Nigerians to register and vote and ensure that they vote. That's telling them what they stand to gain and lose if they don't register for their PVC and if they do not vote. Here's,
I just got back from Borno, West Virginia.
That is
area
what
of Abuja.
Politicians should do, because what the incumbent government is doing is actually trying to sell to them that no matter what you do, the government will win. Even if you vote, we'll make sure your votes don't count. This is the reason why there is voter apathy. So it's a good thing that political leaders should go out there and rebuild confidence in the population. Tell them, go and vote. Don't be afraid. Go and vote. We'll protect your vote. But you see, it also comes with strong responsibility. Peter Obi has to also understand that if people go out and vote, he should be able to do things to make sure that those votes count. Not they go out and vote. When those votes are discarded, you keep quiet, thinking, no, leadership is even putting your neck in front for the sake of the people. Make their votes count by putting your neck in front. And that's why I say Nigeria can only get well when Nigerians decide to stop being docile. And to do that, which people in other civilizations have done, other countries have done, to be able to turn a new leaf for themselves. If the Americans didn't do what they do, we wouldn't have had the US Revolution. If the French didn't do what they do, we wouldn't have had the French Revolution. So you must stand up to demand for a better country if you actually seek it. And that's why I'm very, very impressed with the behavior and the plannings by the current generation of young people in Nigeria. I am very, very optimistic. They should not be daunted the fact that they are seeing the old criminals try to undermine anything they do. I believe Nigeria can get well, but Nigerians have to wake up and do that, which they must do, and which is create enabling environment to usher in a new Nigeria. A new Nigeria will not happen if we continue to be docile. You can see what we're passing through. If we remain docile, of course, the Fulani will kill us and occupy us and force us into being subsumed. So it's either for us to keep quiet and allow them to succeed, or we do what we're doing now. The same goes for the political system and a need to have a political evolution. We must wake up. We must work with each other. It's not everybody. You will still have idiots who will want to take money and then act in lieu of the money they are given. You will still have those who know that they have 4, 5, 6 children, and those children cannot get well because somebody gave him 10,000 to vote away the future of those children. No, we must stand up and force action to create a new Nigeria. Nothing good comes easily, and we must be ready to work hard and do the difficult things that are necessary to usher in a new Nigeria.
Right, awesome. Thank you so much. But as it stands now, do you still think that Peter Obi would have a chance? Do you think he has a chance in 2027?
Yes.
I'm coming. You know why? Because we have more candidates from the south. Donald Duke is not a small fry. He was a good governor.
Listen, Nigerians know what's going on.
And Atiku Abubakar, and we have a Tinubu. All these people no be, and the North don't talk. Say make Tinubu, make Atiku no even, make Peter Obi no even try, and that he's not marketable in the North. The whole of
forget
the North
those stories.
For him.
Those are rhetorics. Nobody from northern Nigeria has had the political marketability of Kwankwaso. Don't forget that. Kwankwaso is bigger in the north than Atiku. Don't forget that. Don't forget that. Kwankwaso is an indigenous Nigerian. Atiku is a Cameroonian that became a Nigerian in 1961. Don't forget that. That's why he doesn't care.
Do you think that's why they're angry with him for joining Peter Obi? Because some northern leaders
those northern leaders, there are leaders, There are Nigerians, mostly like Attæck, who came in from other countries into Nigeria. Those people are the ones who are so stringent. They do not want indigenous Nigerians to govern. They want those of them who came in from other countries into Nigeria in the past 10 years, in the past 20 years, to hold the sway. So it is left for us, indigenous people, to either think and work together, or we will all perish together. It is good that we've gotten to a point where nobody needs to tell anyone else what's going on. All of us know what it is. Despite the efforts by Buhari and the Fulani leaders to force us not to speak about the slow motion war, the world knows about the slow motion war. So for me, ask yourself, there are Nigerians who are afraid. Why am I not afraid? Because I know once all I preach is the truth. All those people doing their nonsense wouldn't get to me. And I know their game. Don't touch their money. Don't ever take any advantage or favor that they give you. Because once you touch their money and you then turn against them, that was how they came against Shawari. He was part of them before, during the original days. Once they turned against them, they came for his neck. So that's the same problem with these people. Let them stay on their own, stay on your own. You know, it's like Kenneth Okonkwo. Tomorrow night when he turns against them, they come for his neck. Why? They gave him money. Once you collect money from the devil, you
Sir,
are
he
in
said
trouble.
they did not give him money. Oh, I don't know if you've heard the interview. He had an interview today. Oh, I just didn't want to talk about it. I've been respecting myself, you know, so that it doesn't look like every time we come here, we just
As
talk
far
about
as he's in
that
front,
issue.
don't worry. Say they've put him forward. We are also here. Don't worry about it. There's a lot of time to talk about those things. Leave it alone. He has already said it now. This is a boy I know more than anyone else in this country. I was special advisor to Peter Obi on public affairs when he came to meet us. He wasn't part of us. What he's looking for is money. He's not
Sir, no, he
able
said
to,
it's not
he
money. He
doesn't want
said
to
it's because
participate in the
Dr.
political
Katch,
process.
you know what, Dr. Katch, I'll play you what he said so that we don't be quoting him wrong. He said it is because
Anybody can
Peter
say
Obi is not
anything.
decisive. That Peter Obi does not take, in fact, no vex, sir. Just give me just 2-3 minutes. Let
Precious
me
is
play what he
after
said,
money.
sir.
It's after money. It's
How
money.
do you
It's
know? Is it
Precious,
in
money.
his pocket? So,
It's
pre-
money.
Kenneth
We are,
Okonkwo, if you
you
can
could
hear
see
us, we're
he's
giving you
lying
the opportunity to come for right to correct
three
us.
face of
So,
his mouth. It's
how?
money. That guy is a
How?
greedy fellow.
Precious,
If
did
see,
he?
that guy is a prisoner of his own ego. His ego. He's
Ah,
too proud. He's a prisoner of his
does he
own
not have
ego.
rights? Does he not have right to be proud? No, don't
You
say
can see
that.
the way he
That's
talks.
unfair.
He's a
Everybody
non-entity.
has the right
Sorry
to
to
look for
say.
money.
It's a
But you
non-entity.
don't look for
That guy is a
money.
criminal.
He is empty, doesn't have nothing in his
You
head.
can see
It's
when I
just
say
Ah,
to
because he's
you,
an actor.
he's too proud and arrogant. And
Dr. Katch.
that arrogance will destroy him.
Hello. Just hold on first. Make I show Dr. Katch evidence
Wait,
of the
wait,
things
wait,
that you
Precious.
talk. Sir,
Before you play,
sir?
before you
Eh?
play, did he
Eh?
say anything? Did he say anything about Chief Samuel?
Onitiri.
Uh.
Not be me you go ask that question. Not be
Why
me
they
you go
not ask
ask
him
that.
now? They should have
Not be
asked him
me.
now whether he know
Not be
any
me you go
Chief
ask
Samuel
that
or anything.
question. But make we go straight to the things and we be saying
As
talk
a
when you say
public affairs
problem.
analyst that I have been from 2009, before I ever met Peter Obi, I proceeded with my job. You were one of the earliest interviewers that interviewed me in July 2024 when I said I wasn't speaking for him anymore because he's not decisive. I've seen in him certain qualities that will make him unfit to be the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I made it public. By then, I had finished my job with him. But in order for the people to know that I am not speaking for him anymore, I made it public. And I went my own way. And I was doing my own job. You know what? He was the one who betrayed me. I talked about Attæck Abubakar here on this studio much more than I would even talk about Peter Obi. And people were telling Attæck Abubakar, this young man that is getting close to you, are you aware of what he said to you? Abubakar said, I am looking at this young man. I am seeing the value in him and his tenacity to bring about a great Nigeria. That is what I am seeing. And if I have the opportunity, I'll bring him in to bring that value to Nigeria. Look at a man, a talent discoverer, that discovered Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, that discovered Professor Charles Soludo, that discovered El-Rufai. You knew how Abuja was before he came in, and he transformed El-Rufai. What Atiku Abubakar is looking at is not what you said about him, because he knows that his desire for Nigeria is not about him, but what value are you bringing in? I had not even done anything for Atiku Abubakar, but he insisted. I've seen something in this young man. When I talked against him, he did not go to Adamawa, he did not go to Jada to bring frivolous suit against me. But this is somebody I worked for, did everything, stayed in the court for months, and I am free doing my job. And you're running to Onitsha to bring frivolous defamation suit against himself, not me. Who is now the betrayer? Who is disloyal? Assuming without considering, I even did something wrong. So that is how he would have treated me.
Should he have kept quiet and look on as you defame him and you say things about him, unprintable things about him? You continue to discredit him. Is that fair? Is it not going through a legal means to be able to?
Is your word.
Because that's the allegation in court, that you were defaming him.
I sat down here, gave you the names of the people that told me things. I did not even say the way it is. I was still trying to show.
Some of them are denying.
When you have something written down, you know what the court said? You know what the law says? Oral evidence cannot be adduced to contradict a written document. I have them with me. At the appropriate time, everybody will go and answer for his crimes, for his offenses, and for his denials. And so there is no defamation at all. I told you that a lot of people have said worse things about him. You know what he said? No, I don't want to see them. They are faceless. So your intention is to destroy people who have face. Your intention is to destroy any southeast person, a bright person arising from the southeast. So other people that are faceless, you won't go after them. But the people that are adding value, you want to go after them. Bring him on. Let him come.
Hey, Dr. Katch, the thing you talk, keep and well, you know, finish there, he still talk more because this one you go see, say the anger plenty.
29 members was broadcasted by NDC.
What is your ultimate aim around Peter Obi? Do you want to, you are happy to bring him down, or what exactly, what exactly do you gain?
I've just been appointed the spokesperson of Atiku Abubakar, and is inconsequential, whatever he's doing with his life. If we may proceed to more important issues. I want to talk about contenders.
But the question
in
I'm asking you, Mr.
I don't want to talk about pretenders.
Who are those?
Are you bringing down somebody that's already down? What are you doing? Please, proceed with other issues.
Can anyone trust Mr. Okonkwo, for example? You spoke about Bola Tinubu.
Yes.
You spoke about Peter Obi.
Yes.
You spoke about how can Atiku trust you? How can Nigerians trust you that you won't betray Atiku Abubakar the way you have betrayed Bola Tinubu, betrayed Peter Obi?
Good. I have not even worked with Atiku Abubakar, so where's the betrayal?
You have just started.
No, that's what I'm saying. I have not even worked with Tinubu. I said I don't like same-pay ticket.
You said said a lot of things about Tinubu on the stage, on the podium.
Absolutely,
you
and
were
I'm still
literally
saying
the MC of APC,
and I am still saying it, standing by it. Let me tell you, you know what Atiku Abubakar said in the letter of appointment? This appointment confirms the confidence I repose in your integrity, in your public communication skills, in your political judgment, in your all the goodies anybody can say. He's a man that knows that I can never betray, by the grace of God, anybody I have worked with.
But you betrayed Peter Obi, don't you? You work for Peter
Obi. He betrayed himself. I just told you how he betrayed me.
Because we're the first
who
denounced him publicly.
The first
now,
that denounced
we
him
can
publicly.
go back to videos of what Kenneth Okonkwo said about same Atiku Abubakar, and those things were very unprintable. And I don't know whether when he reached time, when maybe if him and Atiku no dey good again, he will come to this point. Remember that he had also did mention that when Atiku chose Amechi as running mates. They did ask him questions around that. I just didn't cut out that part because, I mean, the entire interview happened this evening and I didn't have time for it. And he said something about the fact that they said the person who must be running mates must have been a registered member of the party for within 3 months or thereabouts. So there is no competent Igbo person that is registered member of ADC that could have fitted properly. So that's why they took Chibuike Amaechi, and that's why he forgave Atiku and he's working for him now. But Dr. Katch, the attention is on your candidate and what he said. He said P2B is inconsequential. He said that it's because P2B is not decisive. That's why he left him. You worked as P2B's special advisor on public communications. What's your response to that, sir?
Kīllêd has an opinion and he has aired it. To call the most popular politician in Nigeria inconsequential, it simply tells you how his brain calculates public events. Of course, Peter is the most consequential politician in Nigeria as of today. Things he do affects the way the youth think. Things he does frightens the people of the status quo. Things he does gives young people a mindset that tomorrow could be good. I believe with people like him, see, Peter has transcended platforms that even Zik could not dominate. Today, he is so popular on a scale that's unmatched by any other person that has come before him. Why is that? Because this is the particular period in Nigeria's history where young people, where we now have the largest pool of educated young people in Nigeria's history who are suddenly aware of what's going on and are demanding for a better country. That's why you're seeing the old people are trying all sorts of fraudulent maneuvers to undermine the intentions of the young people. It's not P2B. Kenneth calling P2B is a waste of time. It is the youth seeking for a better country. He wants to stay with the old status quo. Why? They pay him money. Ask yourself, Atiku didn't hire Kenneth Okonkwo because he wants to win election. No, because he wants to stop P2B. That's all. So Atiku is also behaving exactly the same way that President Tinubu is behaving. Why is everybody?
Are you saying that the reason Atiku hired Kenneth Okonkwo is because he
is
wants
to
stop
attack
P2B?
P2B? It's the same thing the APC said, that they don't know, how they can actually start attacking NDC. That as far as they are concerned, the ADC itself will be attacking P2B. That's what you're seeing. And what has Atiku done? Gone to find an Igbo man he will use to start making Igbos fight themselves so that he will concentrate on Peter. Can't you hear him now? That the most popular politician in Nigeria is inconsequential. Can't you hear that? Can't you hear what he's saying? And who is Kenneth? An inconsequential man, Igbo man from Enugu, who is not a politician, but an actor who failed. But because he failed in the entertainment industry, he thinks he can make himself good in politics. No. He's now using his acting skills to now attack the most popular.
No, our village people no go let this network warriors like this today. Oh yeah, make on not vex. Oh yeah, phone line don't open. If you want to get us on phone call, you can only call us through direct call, please. That number is on direct call only for now. You can access us on access us on WhatsApp for now. It's only on direct phone call. You can access us. Oh yeah, all right. Hello.
Precious, did you listen to that? Let me quickly say, do you listen to the word he said? He said, we shall. He said, when we meet them there. That's many, because I just went to conclude what Dr. Guy was saying. Many articles don't day him back. He don't get other backup. So that they can bold enough now to bring if he bring his face come out today. He bring his face come Chinese today. So he don't get people who back him up. Now we go tell and say, don't worry, go. We do your back, nothing go happen.
So what's wrong with that? Anyway, Dr. Katch, let me let you land on your thoughts.
I just laugh.
Go ahead, sir.
Look, this is what we thought will happen. There is nothing. Look, Attæck did exactly. Attæck simply became predictable. This is what we thought he would do. Find an Igbo man. That's all. Trying to use to attack people. So that's okay. Play his game, but I will show him that we are resilient. When Kenneth came to meet us in 2022, we organic movement that had momentum. You see, nobody can stop what's going on. For me, it is not P2B that is reigning. It is the youth that is reigning. And the youth are using Peter as their mascot to actually move their movement. And I support the youth. I tell the youth, continue what you're doing. Stop. That's why they're hiring also stop you. It is not Peter to be running. No, it is Peter, mascot, on behalf of the youth who are running. That's why I believe a new Nigeria is possible. Forget those. Kenneth is nothing. It's inconsequential. Watch what we'll do. Let us start campaign and you will see. We will stop him in his tracks. Just don't worry about it. He hasn't answered anything about Chief Onitiri. I'm still waiting
Yes,
because
sir.
I know he hasn't said anything about Chief Onitiri.
Who is that, sir? I was almost choking.
Pressure.
You know how Nigeria is. When
I
you make
see
too much
you.
noise in the village, people will remind you of who.
Network. Oh,
You know the past and you do not know you were born. So for me, let us keep listening. Very soon, I don't know. I have never met Chief Onitiri. I don't know about Chief Onitiri, but let us keep following events and see how the things roll.
Dr. Katch, the way you're sounding now, you're not sounding like the god of
It's a
Chief
very,
Onitiri
very
is fighting
big
the battle.
This is a very big mistake. You see, by Attæck appointing Kenneth, he has lost the South. Take it from me. Because he will now become an instrument of hate because Southerners understand what he's doing. Of course, he's employed simply to lampoon Peter. That's all, not to campaign for Attæck to win. Nothing like that. So Attæck also has the same mindset as the Tinubu camp that P2B is a problem.
But very quickly, there are a few things he said there. He said Attæck discovered Okonjo Iweala, Attæck discovered Soludo, Attæck discovered El Rufai and all that. He's quite strategic. Is that correct, sir?
That's a very big lie. Obasanjo
network.
was the one that discovered those people, not even Attæck. Attæck should go and hide himself. That's a very big lie.
Do you know that? How they? Hello.
Yeah, I say Obasanjo was the one that discovered those people, not even Attæck.
Precious, Obasanjo went around the world, scanning and looking for people to help. He's not the one that discovered Magnus Bako. He's not the one that discovered Okonjo Iweala. His profile is all there, out there. He's not the one that discovered the one that was formerly African Development Bank. What's his name? Dr. Additional. He's not the one that discovered him. He's not the one that discovered El Rufai. He's not the one that discovered what's his name? Soludo. It's not the way, Obasanjo went out deliberately looking out for this thing. Attæck is not a technocrat. Attæck is just a retired civil servant.
He's everywhere.
That came.
He was even calling for people to bring more people in for him as well.
He had a diploma.
Interviewing people.
He just had a diploma. He's not connected internationally. He doesn't know Jack at the time. He was just a governor going to become a governor, and Obasanjo brought him up. So when he says that kind of a thing, it's all this hype. Again, this is a man who is living in bondage. A lot of the things that he says and that he does. Look at, he doesn't even know. He doesn't even know a lawyer, an actor. He doesn't even know that broadcast is broadcast. There's nothing like broadcasting. And he's saying it there, with all
Dr. Katch, can you hear us, please? Huh? Dr. Katch, are you there?
That is the person you are bringing out to be your spokesperson.
Dr. Katch, are you there?
Does he have any qualification in mass communication or journalism or something
I
that they
didn't
bring
study
it?
mass communication. I don't have qualification in mass communication. And just to let you know, journalism, especially broadcast journalism, is one of the easiest professions you can run in. You can be part of in Nigeria if you're intelligent.
But what training has he gone?
I'm
He's
just
not a
saying that
professional
half of
spokesperson.
those who are broadcast journalists in Nigeria didn't study anything around broadcast journalism. Or
Yes,
mass
I'm not disputing that. I'm saying for the kind of job that he's doing, for someone who is running for, he needs someone who is professional, who
You
is
see,
trained, who
those
knows the
people,
skill,
to just round it up here, to
not
round it
an
up, you see
actor.
those people are prisoners of their own ego, So we don't need to debate those people anymore. These people don't, because I don't see those people because they have no input. These are the people that they've given opportunity. Okay, the article we are talking about, article was even the one that privatized everything, turned the whole Nigerian property. I don't want to say so. Let me just just controlling my.
In fact, thank you so very much. I'll get you right down to my good afternoon. What I was even trying to say before now was this: why are
Let
we
me just
saying?
control my
Why are
mouth.
we arguing?
I'm controlling myself concerning these people because
Why are we arguing? He discovered Okonji while he discovered. We've seen
I don't know.
someone that they purportedly said discovered so many people. Is in Aso Rock today. What is happening there? What is happening there? And he discovered this deluge of people from Lagos State and all the rest of them, including the one that is now, creating a fake department of parastatal and stealing money. Those are the people that we are talking about. Atiku, like my brother said here, he was in charge of some things under Obasanjo. How did he fare? We know how it fared. You know how he stole all the money. And
There is a there's in
You
Obasanjo's book.
cannot say he stole money. No, when
There
there
is
is no
in
evidence, he's not being prosecuted for
Obasanjo
that.
book. There's a whole page
Madam
about
Precious,
him there.
Madam
Go
Precious,
and
there
read.
is
You
court.
see
Let
it.
him go to court.
I'm not the one that said it. Is his boss? His boss was the one that called him out.
In Obasanjo's book, is written there, and he has not had the effrontery to take Obasanjo to court and say I didn't steal it. So if I'm saying it, I'm just quoting from what Obasanjo said in his book, and Obasanjo was the president of the country. And as a matter of fact, if you feel offended, just like his backing parents up in the court, he should go to court. We gotta meet him there.
Precious, what I feel is that Atiku is just giving Kenneth Onitiri a rope to hang himself. That's what I believe because these people they're not they forgive you when you offend them. They don't.
If you watch the interview today, when you see that interview, the way they talk before, there's a difference between then and now. Even the way they talk as well. If let's say the thing hit her, man, that tension still inside your body, but if they try to put up courage, say I be strong man, but that strong man not the inside there again. If you see the way face be, if you see the way the guy be, read the body language, read them. You go see and say, even though in short, we will not bother about that guy because I just say court go finish and now court go do the last.
But you can see how angry he felt about P2B. He said more things about Atiku Abubakar and other people. They didn't take him to court. And he's angry that P2B took him to court. Again, I ask, do you think P2B shouldn't have done what he did?
No. 100%. I support what Peter Obi did.
You see the problem with our interviewers, I would say, in Nigeria is this: they don't follow up. You say something, and instead of them to counter what you say based on precedence, they'll just leave you to be talking. I think they are part of all this agenda. Do you understand? If I were Shegun, there are so many questions to ask from there. Does it mean that what you were saying about the article was just all lie? Then why were you saying it? Do you know, those are the kind of things you can ask, as an interviewer, somebody that's interviewing somebody.
You see what you just said now. You see what you just said now. You see Precious here at times. There are some things we say here at times. Precious will try to want to counter us to say, have you got evidence? Have you got evidence to back up that story? So, but the mainstream media, I haven't seen these guys do it. I don't see them. Maybe because over here now, you can't just come on air and start saying things you know nothing about. And they will press on it. They will ask you questions and they will follow up. In the next 4, 5, 6 days, that thing will continue. It will look as if they've hold that thing on your head. until you have proof to prove that
We
yes,
had-
this thing is real.
We had a very, very unique scenario with Daniel Bwala and that interviewer in UK. You see what happened. You see what
I disgrace himself because he has nothing to back up his claim.
Journalism. You know, that is pure journalism. You bring your word to your face. Okay, now you said this then and you are saying this now. What changed? What changed? What are you telling us? And the guy was drinking water endlessly. That is what Kenneth will do if we have a real journalist interviewing him.
A quick question. Let me put a quick question to
all these things. We know how.
Let me put a quick question across. Please, this fake agency they are talking about now, which is causing confusion all over the country now. Did that fake agency go through the National Assembly and the Senate?
Excuse me, let me bring in Dr. Katch. Let him finish his thoughts so that you guys can.
I think you are wrong. The problem is not about the agency, okay?
Okay.
The problem is about what happens in the presidency.
Oh, wow.
There might be other agencies like this that are now operating simply because the man at the head paid the required money. This man is saying he's having now dealing with his agency because he did not pay 200 million, which was the remainder.
And he refused to a 48%.
You will see that with time.
48, he refused to accent 48% of their 27 billion takeoff grant. Remember that's part of the accusation, sir.
The government.
Yeah, but I just wanted to know if that agency went through Senate or the National Assembly or the Senate, if they even know about it, if those people
what kind of question is that? What kind of question are you asking? Something that is in the budget. Something that is in the budget. Can you go through before you do anything in the budget? You know they go through appropriation. You know they go Senate Appropriation Committee. You know they go through screening and discussion, and then before if they approve, before it goes both the House and the Senate, before it goes to the president. Why are you asking that kind of question?
I need to ask because the med where that guy gets they ask for 48%. If really he went through those processes, so then what is going on? Why the guy go get that mind? They go ask for 48%. Almost all the money where they want to fund the agency. So we need to start asking questions. Let me say the country that is not the country anymore. Let me say don't go ballistic.
MC, let's let the
It's like the problem of the Fulani militias.
Okay.
Some of us are surprised that soldiers are in collusion, or that soldiers complain that they are given instructions to not engage. These things we're just seeing that now. These are regular practices that have been going on during the 8 years of Buhari's administration. We are talking about it because suddenly we are seeing it in the open. What I will advise you is reflect. This is what's going on. We're only discussing about one that is caught. Leave it that way. The system is rotten. Things are bad. You might see other agencies like that, and people are just cruising with money, and yet some people will say they were not legally appointed or legally unknown to the law. But the man had been able to sit with ambassadors, sit with people from the ministries. He has been able to do all sorts of things, go to National Assembly. You could see the pictures that he's showing everybody around. The amount of acceptance he gained from within the power circle in Abuja. The question is, how many more of this kind of organizations exist that we don't know? You know them now because of crisis. We only are aware because of the argument over money not being fully paid.
Dr. Katch, sorry. Some of us are aware of a similar thing that is going on. So it's not new.
Similar, where again?
It's not new. Take it to the bank. It's not new. It's been happening. It's been happening.
Are you saying that corruption is this rife in our country?
It's been happening that somebody will come and say, give me 1 quarter or the IGR that you're generating, or give me some percentage of the IGR that you're generating. It's not. It's been happening, and it's been going on. It's just that this one now, the chopper and the thing hook, go down, grieve on it, you just hook for neck. That's why we're hearing this one. It's been happening. It's not news.
So yeah, I agree with TY. So Precious, I was even going to say that just like what Dr. Katch was
welcome,
saying.
Olumide. That's you. Go ahead, please.
Thank you. Just like what Dr. Katch was saying. See, it's not when you say that it's a forged or fake agency, you are making a case for Bajabi Amole. You are making a case for
Is it now Baja waiting?
Bajabi Amole.
Now be name now their name be that. The girl leak name. It's just like they allow us use those name here.
Hey, I never heard that name before. The thing sounds somehow for my ear.
Now so many people now so me now so
bad guy now.
Now so many people pronounce the name, but I don't know any other way to pronounce it.
APC name now Egbekegbe. They call APC.
Bajabi Amole, now so many people pronounce I don't sabi any other way.
What's it now mean for Yoruba language? Now you would speak Yoruba because some people like us no know, so I don't go feel know what it mean.
Bajabi Amole, now you say na crook now.
Let me say that thief.
Stop it now. I don't even know say Nigeria you they go safe. See me when don't know anything. Or you continue, but don't do that.
You they make case. You are making a case for the guy. You are giving him a soft landing. See, that agency is a. Did you see the video of all the conferences, the caliber of people this guy has met, the government officials and see this guy. That body is a registered body. He went through. See, chief of staff to the president you are the de facto vice president. You are even more before the vice president can see the president or even pass communication. He must go through the chief of staff. It's like a de facto any agency body where they receive that kind of money, will go through National Assembly, where the federal secretary, but they cannot say he doesn't know anything about it.
Olumide, draw. Make I just add to waiting where you did talk. So they are saying that the SGF no know about them, CBN no know about them, the banks, the 34 banks where they put money no know about them, Kīllêd no know about them, Katch no know about them, the chief of staff saying no know about them, the president no know about them, the accountant general of the federation no know about them, because all these things went through all of them. They don't know. Who are they? I mean, tell it to the
yeah, of course, it's a validly registered body, and now something happened. Like waiting TY talk, something happened between them. It's a internal fight about who gets what.
So just so that in case Dr. Katch's network gets bad again and puts him out, if you have any question to him, I'd like you to direct it to him very quickly. Dr. Katch, somebody did say something, and I'd like to seek your opinion on it. The person said that Kenneth Okonkwo has nothing to lose, so he's really ready to fight dirty. That
of course
Obi is the one who has something to lose, and Obi should have called him, brought him closer, and paid him handsomely, rewarded him handsomely, so that he'll keep quiet.
It doesn't tell the person.
Where you can't give us like this.
Listen,
Chinese language.
Tell the person I have had a front row seat in this democracy when it comes to public speaking and the television work. It doesn't work that way. Yes, it is true. People who are not with us may not understand that the process doesn't work that way. Okay? If you pay money to everybody who comes to you, then you're going to be broke. So those things don't work that way. And it's not true. The problem is just that Peter happens to be very popular with the youths. And that's why some of these old people, his peers, instead of them finding a way to also get popular with the youths, they want to run him down. So you can understand it now. What we now have is the opposition fighting against themselves. So you can see that what Attæck has done is properly laid out strategy. He thinks, who is my problem? It's not Tinubu, it is Peter Obi. So he now gets one of Peter Obi's people and then turns the person into a poison to be used against the Peter Obi crowd. Look at since this thing started, All we've been doing is haggle amongst ourselves, which I believe will be leaving to go and really talk about the campaigns. It doesn't work that way. We have somebody to sell, and we're not going to get that boxed in into this kind of thing. It's all right. I'm not worried about it, but I know this is not the fight we should be having. Our fight should be a fight to build a better Nigeria, not a fight to see who among. But then I will tell you, Peter deserves what he is getting. He comes on to this space so strong.
Oh dear. Network is bad again. Sincere apologies if you're trying to join the platform, but I would have to make room for Dr. Katch. So in case any other person is trying to rejoin, I don't understand. It's exactly why I wanted him to speak before the network boots him out again. Okay. All right. So let me get back to you guys, everyone. Let's get back to the
And
conversation.
again, Precious, what I want to also add as well, they've been saying that Atiku is working with, working for Tinubu. He's working with Tinubu. He's working for Tinubu. It seems that what is happening now is beginning to show that same narrative they be talking about. Because if you see now, Tinubu is using Soludo in Anambra State to fight Peter Obi. Now, now Atiku now is now using Kenneth now to attack, which we just established now to attack the same Peter Obi. So what do you guys say to that now? Are they not working together?
Dr. Katch, is that even possible that Atiku may just be working for the president? I don't think that is possible.
Oh yes, that
It's
was
possible.
what we knew. That is the truth. We knew that in 2022. And all of us in the PDP came together and said, why will this man who campaigned for equity in 2015, and whose formation of MPDP led to the coalition that brought Buhari, why will he now refuse to allow equity? And that's the issue. Our fight against Atiku in the PDP was for his war against equity. Suddenly, Kenneth came in, and maybe this is what he wants. I believe Atiku works for the Muslim League. I believe Atiku is doing what he's doing on purpose. I don't blame him. If that is the best he can do, that's all right. We are born into it. This is our time, and we must do what is necessary. I'm not going to tell anybody to stop, constructing an army to take on Peter. They should please do. This Peter is gigantic. Peter is simply a different kind of animal. So I will be foolish to think that people will not calibrate this kind of things against him, because it is the tree that bears fruits that will have kids stoning at that tree to be able to get those fruits to fall down. If you are empty, nobody will attack you. But if you are of quality, of a scale that you are as frightening as Peter will be, what's going on is nothing new. I'm not worried about it, but I would simply tell you that what we did before, we'll do again. Of course, I know the magic. I know what we did. I know how we played 2022, 2023. I sat at the head of it.
But Dr. Katch, a lot of people say the odds are worse against you and your team now than it ever was.
Yeah, the odds were also worse against us at that time when nobody knew us. Not now that they know us. At that time, even before we started campaign, they were against us. We
Dr.
had nobody.
Katch, how about, that again, sorry, you see, it is good we speak strategically. Now, amongst all the political parties, the only political party that is making constant efforts to ensure that they are solidified in the grassroots is APC. In fact, the other time I think I heard APC saying that they have whether 5 or be 10, or be how many agents across all polling units. So that be one. No, remember that you people at that time were not able to have
you are parroting
across all the polling
you
units.
are
So
parroting what
right
the
now we're not
incumbent.
seeing your level of preparedness.
You are
What makes you
parroting
think
what the
that
incumbent party told you. You are parroting what incumbent party told you. We don't need to parrot
Not tell me
anything.
anything, sir.
You are parroting what the incumbent party said. We agreed. Let them claim, let them own everything that they've claimed. Why are they afraid? Ask yourself. We don't, oh, listen, they have everybody with them because we have the people with us. Ask yourself, why are they afraid of an election? Just ask yourself. So we're not worried about these things. We had a lot of it. You know, there at that time, I had people who are very close to me say, are you not going crazy? How can you do this? You're going into this 8 months, you're looking for candidate. I said, I will get a candidate. When I got a candidate, Peter agreed. And they say, hi. I said, don't worry, I'm going to election. We went to election, and the result shocked the country. So things like that don't move me. I know the truth. I know what we did. And I know, let them allow a free and fair election. We'll do the same. We'll even do more. I'm not worried. The product I have is smashing. The product that we coming to sell is beautiful. I have
Sir,
all the confidence in
again,
my
they have
product.
just stated, for instance, you people won Lagos State the last time. They don't talk and say they know, say, they don't make
We
sure.
won
say, na no go fit.
everywhere.
They said, let
We
me tell
won
you,
the
I'm
election.
coming, sir. They said, especially for Lagos, you people will never win Lagos and Abuja again. And you see, it was
It's
evident in
all,
the AMAC election. You're in Abuja. Oh. See, we no go day there,
there
no
was
gonna
no
move.
election in Abuja. Stop deceiving yourself. You
Hey,
were talking the by-election in Abuja. We had no party. It's the truth. That conglomeration you called ADC, that was just a confusion assembly. And I told Peter, I'm not going to work with you for that. So we didn't go anywhere. We didn't talk to the people. If it were before, we'd go to all the markets in Abuja and get the votes out. But because I did not feel enthusiastic about it, me and other people did not work. And so our people never came out. There was no enthusiasm. Why?
Dr. Katch,
There
Dr.
was
Katch,
nobody at the head of the party. There was, I repeat, nobody that is known to be the head of a party. How can
Dr.
anybody come
Katch,
out to go and vote for a party that nobody knows?
Dr.
Today,
Katch,
yes.
can I ask a question?
Yes, what question is
So
this?
my question is that, I mean, people like me, even though, I mean, I don't, I'm very interested in the politics of our country, even though I don't, I don't participate in partisan politics. I'm not partisan to any political party, but I just want to see a good candidate to win and turn around the country. That's all I care for. But I would have thought, I mean, it was so clear that the election was stolen from Obi in 2023. I would have thought that, I mean, regardless of the platform, whether Labour or whether through the Obedient, whether through some kind of platform, that the momentum for a free and fair election, which is what we are all looking for, that eventually, perhaps in 2027, Obi will win. I mean, um, will be an opportunity, it would have been an opportunity to, in the off-cycle elections, to making sure that the IREV and the beavers were optimized so that the ruling party wouldn't have a chance to continue to rig and write the elections and rig people out. I mean, we would have thought that when they told us it was a glitch, we would have thought that, I mean, they will make things right and prove people wrong, you know, but they kept rigging every off-cycle election up until this moment, and it's not giving a large majority of us confidence that it will be a free and fair, because we believe fundamentally it's not just about the person, that for the country to get it right, not just with Obi, with anybody else coming in, that the people want to really see to turn the country around, it should be a free and fair election at all levels. So I felt a little bit disappointed. I'm not seeing any hope in 2027, even though we are still campaigning and telling people to get their PVC. But I mean, that I would have thought that, don't you think it's a missed opportunity to have made sure, regardless of the platform, to making sure that the off-cycle elections were properly conducted by INEC instead of the riggings?
You
and
are
wait till
talking
the
to
and
me.
wait till the presidential election.
You are talking to me in prayer. You are praying the country gets well. I'm telling you, you're right. The country is not well. That's why we're having this conversation. Are you telling me that is it my fault that the country is the way it is? It's not my fault that the state capture protagonists are still in control of country. But what I'm trying to simply tell the people listening is that despite what we know, it's like, well, despite what we saw Abacha doing, we didn't stop. We kept on campaigning for a new Nigeria. Even though Abacha said he will rule forever, he will kill us, we didn't stop. At the end of the day, Abacha fell off. And we got a new country with Obasanjo as president. That is what we did under Buhari. Tinubu is even polite when he compared to Buhari. Under Buhari, Buhari started the jihad. So while the jihadists were busy operating everywhere, all the politicians you see now talking, they were also frightened like chicken, like children. All of them out of fear, nobody talked. Today we are talking. But you knew everybody was silent. They were mute. Why were they mute? Because they were very cowardly. So this is our biggest problem. Cowardice has been the reason why most Nigerians embrace docility as a reaction to how bad things are. As I said earlier, we will continue to preach until people wake up from their slumber. The country is down. I didn't cause it. P2B didn't cause it. We've only come to say no. The docility is not helping things. We want to do things differently. And that's what we're doing. So we still represent the few who refuse to be docile. That's what it is. Me and you are speaking now. You are abroad. There are people who also live abroad like you, to even also become friend of those in power. And when you say no, they want the people there, they don't stay. That is Nigeria for you. There are a lot of people in Nigeria too afraid to speak up honestly because they fear what could happen to them, their job, their businesses, or their aspirations. So for me, the main cause why you see people so afraid is that docility. Now you're talking about the off-season election. No, the off-season election couldn't work because at that time, the opposition still have not come together. Our problem is that the opposition is actually in shambles. That is a fact, and I will tell you that. Why? After 8 years of the North being at the presidency with Buhari, Northerners led by Attæck said no, that they want to rule forever. And that's what brought the crisis. And that was why we in the PDP said no. I and a friend of mine called Dono Kupe, whom I knew in Ikeja, he used to live in Ilupeju while I lived in Ikeja, and we became friends. And we remained friends in Abuja as the democracy took hold. We said no, this can't happen. And we started campaigning against presidency staying in the North. And we found somebody, P2B, to now head what we're doing. And that was how organically the obedient movement took shape. But of course, you can see now people are fighting to try to destroy it. People like Attæck hiring one of us, Kīllêd to try to use him now to fight the movement. But I'm telling you, people would try anything. It's like hiring MC Olomo to try to keep people in Lagos because they want to vote their conscience. We've been through this kind of things before. So for you now to talk about the opposition not making any headway, I'm telling you the reason why. When Attæck now started saying no, it must be him as president or nothing will happen, that was why the opposition now went into that kind of comatose position. And when they went for elections in Abuja, nobody wanted to come out because they want to know who is the leader of the new party. And that's what I told Peter. I said, look, this thing you're doing with these people won't work. Nobody will come out to vote because there's no enthusiasm. So he left and now started his own private campaign with Kwankwaso. And I think that's a good one. So let us give hope for a better Nigeria. Nigeria will not work if one group insists that other groups cannot participate in the governance of Nigeria, which is actually what caused the implosion of the opposition ranks. That's the truth.
Dr. Katch, I have a question for you. Do you
Please
know
do.
Do you know if INEC is going to publish the qualifications of every presidential candidate?
Is that your question now? Is that
I see
demanded by the
you.
law? This your
I
question.
see
Is it
you.
demanded by the law or you're just speaking because you want to
P2B
talk?
actually demanded for
Don't be
that.
asking me what is
P2B
not
actually
demanded by the
demanded, your
law.
candidate, sir, your candidate demanded for that and requested that
You
INEC should do that. That it is
Listen,
good for
P2B can
transparency
say
and your democracy.
P2B can say what he wants as an opinion. Is that demanded by the law?
So if
That's
it's
my
not demanded
question
by
to
the
No,
law,
him.
but
INEC cannot do it
we
for
are
the purpose of
supposed. I mean, for
transparency.
They will just
transparency's
ignore
sake.
him. But that's what he has expressed an opinion. Is that what the law wants? No. They're
No,
not
the
going
law.
to do that. So
No,
don't
but
be
No, no,
saying
it's
no,
on
what
the
Dr.
he
Katch,
law.
won't do.
Dr. Katch,
Sorry,
Dr.
Dr.
Katch.
Catch.
The law demands that you must
It
have at
demands
least
it.
school set. So
The law demands
can we
it.
see? Can we see those who have school set and those who have degree and
Have
those
you
who
seen
didn't go to school
the
at
new
all?
electoral law?
The new electoral law demands it. When Peter Obi was filling the form as well, I think it's a section 66
The
or
law
something.
demands attempt. Listen, the law demands an attempt at school start. The law doesn't say you have to pass it. They can go and fit for school start and fail all of it,
Okay,
bring you 20
okay.
F9, and the law will say they're okay. This is
Dr.
what it
Katch,
is.
Dr. Katch,
Yes.
let the law publish that this person attempted school set and he went to so school. Let us see. Let
Don't
us see
worry.
it
When the
now.
law demands it, they will do it. Criminals and crooks are now in power. What is impossible. Let us discuss what can work. Don't be asking them to embarrass you. Stop. You're just joking now. You people are playing. Ask what is possible. You're asking armed robbers to come and advertise themselves at police station. It will not work. Oh, now what for now? You people
Dr.
are just
Catch, a
troublesome
quick
people.
question
You know
again.
it will never work. Eh?
Dr. Catch, a quick question again. You see, you
Yes.
doing your earlier analysis here, you made a reference that there are people that are not from Nigeria. They are all in Nigeria now. It's like they want to take over Nigeria. They don't want the people that are from Nigeria to rule. They want to push them aside. So those people now, how do we know them? How do we identify them? We know the Fulanis, most of the Fulanis that are not from Nigeria that have entered Nigeria causing mayhems. Like most of these people now, you make mention. How do we know some of them which already clinch seat of power? Some of them already have some clots. They've clinched the seat of power. But like those other people now, how do we know them? The ones we don't know?
What would
We
you
know.
if you know, what would you use the information for?
Huh?
You can't do
So
no. Of course, now, if you know, what would you?
okay.
Bello Turuji is not a Nigerian.
Okay.
Bello Bodejo is not a Nigerian. Kachala is not a Nigerian. What have you done?
Okay,
Instead,
wait.
you're even trying to dodge so that they don't kill you. What would you do? They
Okay,
have brought those people in here. They have gone. The reason why you see most Nigerians in Nigeria will not say this thing you're saying is that one of those people or two of them can turn up in front of their house the next day. So stop saying what people will not do. A lot of people in Nigeria are very afraid. We, out of fear, were forced into docility. That's why by the time the thing, as they say, water passed Gary, we couldn't do a thing. It was the US intervention that even stabilized anything. Now, people are telling me the Americans are saying Tinubu will now come and talk to them. I say that's a good thing. What I pray, let Tinubu agree to what the Americans are saying. If he agrees, then our country can be secured. As far as I'm concerned, there are two people struggling for control of the country. One, the jihadists. Two, the Americans. How do I feel? I feel comfortable in the hands of the Americans, even though I know I will still be colonized by them. I'd rather be colonized by the Americans than by the jihadists. You know what that means. If the International Committee of Islamic Fundamentals are now coming to Nigeria as a settled place, if Iraq doesn't work, Syria don't work, Afghanistan don't work, the new place to everyone to come is Nigeria. And you can see that Buhari prepared it. That's why you see Katsina, Buhari State, the terrorists into the governance of the, they considered 20 out of
Dr.
34
Katch,
local
you know
governments
why I
to
throw that
terrorists.
question
Yes.
in? You know the reason why I throw that question in. There's a saying. They say the stone, when as in the stone you see coming, that stone will never blind you. So it's only the ones you don't see that will blind you, right? So we, like some of the names you mentioned, we know them already. That these people, we know who they are. So if
What
tomorrow
have you
now,
done? What have you done since you know them? What have you done? Do you even have the courage to call their name in public the way I call it? What have
but we
you
are
done?
but we're not
Forget this
campaigning now.
issue.
That's what we're saying. We are campaigning. We see them. We know them. We are campaigning, and we avoided them as well. So
Foreigners have occupied our land. Foreigners are now fighting a slow motion war in our country to seize our lands. Why? Buhari tried to get land for them through the grazing bill, through all sorts of fraudulent issues with refuse to give land. Now they have used violence, using ethnic cleansing to take over our land. What have you done? Your government is not even agreeing that foreigners are
Dr.
killing
Katch,
Nigerians. They are, so you
Dr.
are here
Katch,
now
okay,
saying
because
you
we
want
need
to
to know
offend the
them.
government.
So we need to know them so that we don't support them tomorrow to get that seat. That is what I'm saying.
Dr.
That's what
Okay.
I'm
Catch,
asking. Like
Dr.
the ones
Catch,
we know
see,
now, we do
Yes.
I
not
think,
support them,
I
and we are
think,
against
Dr.
them.
Catch, I think the country now, from what you said, for me, I've learned some insightful things this evening. It's like we are stuck in between the electioneering period where we have to elect a new president and the insecurity that has befallen the nation, and we are stuck in between both. And I mean, look at terrorists taking over 20 local governments in Katsina now. And if the country elects the wrong president next year, we don't know what is going to happen to the whole country in the next 4 years. If the same guy comes back right now, we don't elect the right candidate. So it's like the mainstream media. So so many things we're learning on online. Aside from the mainstream media, they're not doing a good job. They're not speaking of all the security situation. That's like they're being cajoled, and there's so much work to be done in the mainstream media to talk about this security issue. It's like everybody is dead on. I talk to even people back home, and they tell me, even somebody living in Oyo. I was talking to somebody, an in-law of mine in Oyo. We were talking the other day. Oh, I hope you're keeping yourself safe with all these kidnappings going on, bearing in mind the kidnapped student. And she was telling me, oh, there's nothing, we are okay. We are okay, everything is fine, Daddy. And I'm like, what? She wasn't even speaking to the people that were captured in so it's like the mainstream media are not doing a good job of even portraying the situation. So those of us speaking from abroad, it's like we are just troubling them. It's like they're not listening. The people back home they don't really know what has
No,
befallen them.
no, that is not true. I think you're the one not understanding what's going on. The people you spoke to, if they were in Ibadan, they would not feel anything happening in places like Ogbomoso, places like Ilugbeju, or even in places like Shaki. If he's in Ibadan and the Fulani are killing in Shaki, what is his business? You know, in Nigeria, just like how we in the South didn't care when people were being killed in Plateau, in Katsina, in Zamfara, in Taraba, in Sokoto, and also in Zamfara. You see, when people got killed in Plateau, in Niger, we don't care, these Satanists. So that's why you see in the South, while people like me who in Abuja on television were campaigning that nobody should elect any other Fulani man as president during this Fulani war, there are people who, because of money given to them, were campaigning for a Fulani man to be president. And I still think, and I repeat it openly, nobody should vote a Fulani man now during this Fulani war against the rest of the country. But they don't care. As far as they are concerned, they want to rule the country. They want to also violently dominate the country. We have a problem. When you speak, say, you're trying to profile. I say, good. I will profile the man who refuses to condemn the violence by his people. It means that he is in agreement with what those people are doing. Condemn it publicly, and I will tell you he's not for it. But no, he doesn't want to condemn it. No, he wouldn't even speak bad about what they are doing. He's just keeping quiet. And then you expect me to think that that man should be trusted? I can't trust him. There is a war on, whether you like it. Now we're speaking about it openly. When I was talking about this war 12 years ago, 10 years ago, some people didn't understand what we're saying. But I'm happy I'm still alive and Nigerians are still here. And that's why these days when anybody talk, I say, look at my record. Tell me where I've ever said something that didn't turn out to be truth. But you see, these people in power don't want to hear the truth. If you speak the truth, they'll come against you. You know, it's by God's miracle and strength that I stay untouched and clean, because I also know their strategy. Don't ever take their money. Don't ever take any favor from them,
But sir,
because they will use that to hold you.
sir, how do we move those information and what we talk about online now into the mainstream
What we
media?
do, very simple. Let me tell you, you yourself particularly speaking, tell your people to coordinate, plot, and organize with other indigenous people. The day the Yorubas and the Igbo will come together, God knows Nigeria will get well. They will stop the Fulani. I know so. The day the Yorubas and the Igbo will work together, the Fulani will be stopped and Nigeria will become a better place. What is causing problem for Nigeria are the Yoruba Muslims. They think that the Fulani will promote them to heaven. You can see what's going on now. You can see it now. They promoted them. What is the problem of Tinubu? The Fulanis think that they gave him power by annulling Peter Obi's attempt to win. But then he says no, that he used money to buy the power from them. And they started fighting with him. That's the main cause, nothing else. Not be saying take their land or they take their wife. No. It's just issue of power. So when they got in, they came to tell him to share power. He said he won't share. Because why? They refused to trust him to give him the power. He bought it from them. And it's the truth. He paid a lot of money. So fight started. They did a coup. The coup was discovered. Coup plotters arrested. They tore the party into two. From APC, they formed ADC. That's it. So that is, I don't want issue. I've told a lot of people, when you see Fulani and Yoruba fighting, leave them alone. Let them do their own. That's why when you saw the Fulani now moving to Oyo, I say, good. Let Tinubu wake up. If the Yorubas are keeping quiet, let them see how bad and dirty and devastating this thing is. Put pressure on Tinubu so that Tinubu can do something about the Fulani war. Not keeping quiet. Second term. What second term? Do it now, save people. If you wait for second term, who will vote for you during the election if all of them are killed? Our problems are real. But because people are afraid to speak up, well, you can't also blame them. A lot of people are ignorant about a lot of the things I'm speaking about. I know them because why? I grew in the North. I lived in the North. I understood what was going on. I'm still in the North. So I speak the languages and I meet the people and I see those who actually suffer. And I know very well that in all this that the Fulani are doing, the people who suffer the most are the Hausas. But you see, most of us in the South don't know that. They will think everybody. I say, no. I see with my eyes Hausas suffer in Basari, in Sapana, in Dutsima, in Emusa, in Paskari, even in Malumpashi, in Kankara, in Bungudu, in Kwatarakwasi, in Anka, in Maru. I see the TV suffer in Kwande. I see the TV suffer in places like what's his name? Kasinala. I see them suffer. I see even Kaka and the Pansa get attacked by the same Fulani in the Mambila Plains in Gembu. I see a lot of Bachama people suffer in the hands of Fulani being killed in Adamawa, in Newman. Nobody say person tell me, I saw these places. I went there. When I was speaking on television, what I saw in Kwatarakwashi, on the Kwatarakwashi Kankara Huntua Road, going to Bridingwari, I saw that Buhari was lying, playing. Now he's gone. And the kind of jihad he started, we're not able to stop. It's only Americans coming here that we can now say, yes, thank God, things will happen well. People should leave these things. And those who have very small faith should understand Americans are not here just for today. They are here on the long term. On the long term. They didn't come because Tinubu said come. No, Tinubu is against their coming. But they're here. And they're not going to go. So let's be calm and watch. It's strategic coming. Well, I've told people it is better for me to live under the Americans than to live under jihadists. I will not take that. At least if the Americans are here, when they leave tomorrow, the land will still belong to us. If the jihadists come here, my hometown will be under the control of the Fulani Caliphate. I don't want that. And that's why I fight. That's why we say no. Attæck is only going there to try to help the Fulani militias come back to power. He will never be president. Don't waste your time. It will never happen. I know so. Let campaign start.
But if you start talking like this now, Dr. Katch, they'll say you're doing ethnic bigotry and ethnic slur. So
whether you call it or not, there's a war on. When that war is on, I'll be honest about when I know the people coming to kill me and I tell my people who they are. You say, how can it be bigotry? Why are Yorubas not attacking me? Why are Hausas not attacking me?
Precious,
Why is it the Fulanis attacking us?
I'm Yoruba. The truth has been hard to swallow, but he has said the truth.
Why are Yoruba Muslims not attacking me and you? Why are Hausa Muslims not attacking me and you? Why is it only the Fulani? Why is it the Fulani attacking Yorubas in the Oyo forest reserve? Why is it the Fulani attacking Igbos in Enugu? You hear what the police is saying.
That
the surveillance system.
Dr. Katch, what happened in your village in one place?
Established by them to catch the Fulani militias.
There was something that happened in Imo State when they said, I don't know if you can hear me, Dr. Katch, that
yes, I can hear you well.
Some Fulani men were disturbing a particular community in Imo State, and I think the youths in the village thought to go against it, and then the police came ahead. The Fulani attacks in Amanze, Imo State, so they mobilized youths and chased the Fulanis away. Then police came and started arresting the youth. So the women started protesting. They said, bring back our youth. We don't want. Bring out. It was a big protest in Amanze. Do you know the village in Imo State, sir? Amanze.
I know what you're talking of. I was
you
there
know about
too.
The incidents.
Yes, I was there. I've been there. I was there 3 days ago. Let me tell you something. What you've just said is the main reason why the people in Uromi didn't need to go to police. In the East, when you go to police to report, you become a suspect. What most people are doing now in the southern Nigeria is when they see these people in the bush, they will deal with them there, and when they come out, nobody knows what happened. That's what you saw in Uromi. Because the Uromi's dealing happened in public. They saw those people with those guns, and they finished them, and that before you knew it, what you saw were videos of those terrorists being treated in their own coin. And that's what I'm telling you. Let the indigenous population across the country be armed with the guns that will be given to the state police. It's all right. We'll take care of ourselves. That's why you see the foreign leaders are fighting against the bringing of state police. That will because why? The federal army has been compromised. The federal police has been compromised. So the only thing you can trust are the indigenous people holding the gun, knowing very well that should they be compromised, they will be dead. So we are now in a fight for our lives. That's what we are. The federal, that's why you see, when you do this federalized policing, it's a mess. You have somebody from Wase, somebody from Birnin Kudu, somebody from Malele come to Imo or Anambra, and he will never decide for the good of the people. When issues come, of course, he will just get instruction, decide, and the instruction will come from Abuja. It could be one of the patrons of those terrorists. He will just tell him, leave these people, don't do this. But you will see them in Imo State arresting people for tinted glass, and for covering your those things that don't make sense. Can you imagine that? A country who has serious security challenges is stopping people in the south for tinted glass, but in the north, police will be waving to terrorists when they are passing. Don't you understand something is wrong? So that's why the people need to be armed to be able to protect themselves. We don't need to speak plenty about this. If they don't give us arms to protect indigenous people, the country will splinter because the need to defend yourself will force you to go to all sorts of lengths to achieve that defense of yourself. And in such, the country is likely to tear apart. For me, we've come to the end of all these stories and preaching. We are where they call see finish. We've seen everything finished. There's nothing to be told to a Nigerian anymore. The Nigerian project failed. If you follow the dictates of the decrees written by those soldiers, who most of them, you can see what they did, wrote the constitution to become like a Sharia constitution. Where did we agree on such? Impose it on us and force us to take it. We've been there now for up to 20 years. It's not working. And that's why we're saying there's a need for us to sit down and recalibrate a body of laws that will suit our people as a diverse society. But some people don't agree. And these people are in the minority. So let's play the game. Let's see how it goes. But I can tell you that where we're going now, I've never been here before. Okay? I've never been here before. For me, it's very exciting. What people are afraid of, I'm not. I know very well that some kind of actions have been triggered and nobody can stop those actions. I see a better country. I am very optimistic about where we're going to. You can see now nobody can control anybody in Nigeria anymore. Everything has gone haywire. Government has lost capacity to control. Terrorists have even lost their thoughts in remembering who their patrons are. So this is the problem. Our game with the terrorists is like you buying a snake as a pet. The snake has overgrown in a way that you can't even control it. So this is what they were playing with. Remember those days? Borno elders telling good luck, don't touch the terrorists. These are our sons. We'll deal with it. What happened? The terrorism got out of hand. So let's not worry. Let us put our minds on state police and see how we get from there.
I mean, there's a lot of other suggestions around the state police. But let me quickly respond to this message by CJOJ. She says, Umahi quickly addressed the roads after Peter Obi spoke about them. Obi is the only opposition, and Obi is the opposition. We must use him in this role, and then hopefully as president. I don't know if you saw that subtle attack by Umahi against Peter Obi after Peter Obi complained about the state of the East-West Road.
Don't worry about it. Umahi's own is Ogara's people and share money. He already has lost credibility now. Nobody listens to him.
Yeah, he say he get the right to debate Peter Obi. Say he be presidential candidate before, but he failed. But Peter Obi don't contest.
Umahi like to promote himself. The problem is nobody takes him seriously. Don't you understand that? He on his own use his own hands to depreciate himself in the public space. Nobody, Umahi can never ever say anybody did him anything. It is him through his own hands that he brought himself down. So for me, I would just ask you to ignore him. Umahi is inconsequential, doesn't make sense. Nobody takes him seriously. So why will you talk about him?
Minister for Works, sir, is inconsequential.
The cancelled matter. Forget those are concerned. We have more. We don't look to the past. Umahi is a casualty simply because of his own miscalculations and mistakes. It's the truth. When a man takes it as a duty to always go against the people that he's supposed to represent, how could you then think that the people will hold you in good
But I don't know if you're
you
seeing
can't
what's
compare
happening
Umahi
in states where some of their commissioners and all that are saying that they cannot tolerate any other party here. It has to be APC round the clock. So that is again another fear that a lot of people would have, that if somewhere in the southeast people are already saying this, what is the hope for
I think you have a problem. Why do you take too seriously what all these cheap men talk. Are they the people? It is the people. Look, haven't you seen Tinubu has all the governors in his pocket? Yes, he's afraid of the people. Doesn't that tell you something? It's the people that vote, not this noisy people. It is the people. And the person you're even talking about may not have won an election. He may just be an appointee. So what kind of human beings are those? People who go to election wouldn't take that risk to talk so foolishly in the open. It's normally appointees.
Hey. All right. Sincere apologies for the network issue. Mr. Edwin, I've not given you time to talk, and sincere apologies. So let me let you, whilst we wait for Dr. Katch to come back and finish his thoughts. Yes. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much, Precious. Good evening. Dr. Katch, good evening.
His network is bad. I'm sure he would hear you.
Good evening. Yeah, my network is just, I don't know what is happening here. It's totally bad. I have been trying to, use different platforms, different connections to get in, but I don't really know what is happening.
Sorry about that, sir.
So it's really a problem. Yeah, I'm just managing. TY, good evening. And good evening to everybody in the studio and the platform.
Good evening, Mr.
Katch.
Edwin.
Yeah, good evening, sir. Yeah. Dr. Katch, you made my night already. I was just trying because there were certain things, certain submissions I wanted to make, and Dr. Katch, just as if he is a mind reader, just gave answers to questions, to everything that were the issues I wanted to really raise. Now, I have, the last time I came, Precious, I have been busy. I've been having a lot. That's why you've not seen me in the platform yet. Dr. Katch alluded to
I hope you have been consulting to your grassroots, because that's the assignment we all agreed on. That will consult
I've been doing that, Precious. Don't worry. Yeah,
because it's a collective work.
Do that.
Everybody, those of you abroad, finance the people in Nigeria to reach out to more people in the grassroots.
Yes.
You're welcome.
Yes.
Thank you.
If you go to my social media platform, my social media, whether it's in X or in Facebook and the rest, Dr. Katch just alluded to something that has been disturbing me. And this was the issue I raised the other day, when some people thought maybe I wasn't having a full grasp of what was happening on ground. I specifically spoke about the opposition political parties. Their failure, to coalesce, to unite in a way that the ruling party should be panicking by now. I raised that issue and I said that failure has done a very big, damage to this attempt to unseat APC. Because I do not see, from the look of things, how one political party, Dr. Obi, Peter Obi is the main man there. Like as I've always said, Attæck is a spoiler. There is no way Attæck is going to be president. I have said that over and over again, and that was what Dr. Ononuju just alluded to as well. I learned a lot from the submissions he gave this night. Now, tell me, I don't really know why I was attacked the other day that, I'm just being pessimistic. I'm arrogant. I am not a prophet of doom. But I have read the political terrain. I know Nigeria's political terrain very well. And I know exactly that there is no way, not somebody, when Dr. Ononuju said, you have criminals at the helm of affairs. Whenever I call them, Precious, you don't always like us to sort of describe these people in negative terms and everything. How do you describe a president and that FCT minister and this group of people at the helm of affairs in the APC and thus at the federal government? And you expect these people to hand over power to you, to just sit down and do nothing and just when we are not dealing with Dr. Jonathan. I have said this over and over and over. If you read the activities, if you go into the activity of these people at the helm of affairs, These are the worst set of criminals that have ever governed Nigeria. Sorry to use that word, but that best describes them. How else will a parastater, a so-called parastater, be operating or allegedly said to be operating in a government with budget and everything stuff? And these people weren't aware, and all of a sudden somebody is coming to dispute or to disparage this man who probably might be in hiding somewhere now so that he won't be killed like the other man. And then you go and you think you can approach them just in a one sword approach. It's not going to happen. I have said it. The failure of the opposition to do that, I'm not still having hope that miracles happen. But the way this miracle is going to happen in Nigeria, it's not through the activities of this opposition. Because Obi alone a tree cannot make a forest. Obi alone being the best, because with Obi in a free, fair, and credible election, Tinubu will last 12 p.m. on election day. But that's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Not with my governor in Delta State, not with what the feelers reaching me, even from my hometown. You don't even go there and campaign for Obi. They are beating up my siblings. So when you if you look at the sights and sounds and everything coming in from Nigeria, nothing to be happy about and nothing to be hopeful about. But, life continues. We should be hopeful. But to be honest, looking forward to 2027, only a miracle is going to happen. And I said the last time I spoke on this platform, Precious, I said you will replay that tape of I think about 7 days ago now when I last came on the platform, that you will replay that.
No problem. You have said, you have reiterated
election.
your mindset. Let's wait for Dr. Katch to respond. Dr. Katch, did you hear everything he said, sir?
Yeah.
Well, what it is, we need to be honest.
That except all the opposition come together, say he had to win Jagaban.
It is very easy to win.
The greatest undoing of Nigerians in winning winning Tinubu right now is the fact that the opposition are not united. Abi.
Well, the opposition are now united for a particular reason. Attæck is working for Tinubu with the mindset that they will give him power after 2031. He's very desperate. So that's why he refused opposition to come together. So for me, you don't need to worry about those things. Nations do not hold back from going to war because of the fear of casualties. No. Despite all this, Attæck did the same thing in 2023. Peter went and he caused a stir. So let us go to election. If somebody wants to win the election by rigging it, we'll see how it is rigged. And that will
but true to what he said, sir, do you think it's possible to win a Tinubu that has already consolidated?
It is difficult
it
is difficult for any group to succeed when they are divided. That's one. Two.
Yes.
But what you need to understand is the opposition was also divided in 2023 when P2B went on to win. Don't forget that.
Yes, they were not united.
The same thing that you saw.
In fact,
they were not
it was
united.
4 legs.
Exactly. Attæck did the same thing. What has only happened now is the Kwankwaso and P2B faction has closed ranks. But Nigerians, some of them are talking as you're saying. I know they said worst thing to us in 2023, but we went on to shock the world by changing the story of politics.
But Dr. Katch, some people are also alleging that P2B would get less numbers than he got in 2023, and Tinubu would get more.
Why are you parroting opinions of ignorant people? What's your problem? This is the same thing I had in 2022. Don't be telling them to me. You're talking to the wrong person. I had all these things in 2022. So I had them all. People were telling me, are you mad? You're going to election, looking for candidates, 9 months to election. By 8 months to election, I got a candidate. When I got a candidate, the thing turned into a wildfire. The organization so organically was embraced by young people. We created record in our country. Now, is this same me who have had that experience with Nigeria that you're taking to like this? Leave this game alone. Let them allow us to continue. Listen, Michael Jackson doesn't need to dance for 10 years before you know him. All you need to do is impress you by you allowing him to perform for just 10 minutes. You see, for us, a week is a long time in politics. And that's what we showed Nigeria in 2022, that 8 months is a very long time in politics. You saw what we used that to do. You saw how it ended. To the extent they canceled everything, nullified it. And when we say why, they say there was a glitch. Only to wake up midnight to announce a result when people were sleeping. So cool down. Where we're going to, I don't need to tell
So
you
you're
everything.
saying that
but
you're saying that's just like they insinuated that there were just 2 people tweeting in a room or from a room in 2023.
that, God bless you. That is exactly what I'm telling you. Don't parrot such opinions. Leave them alone. They say we were only 2 people tweeting in a room. Maybe so, but you saw.
And Precious, I think in buttressing Dr. Katch's point, I think, Brother Edwin, I think you needed to have contextualized your fear of Tinubu winning, you believing that Tinubu will win the election, or in what context were you making that asserting your opinion? Is it based on the fact that it's going to be a free and fair election? Is it based on the fact that he has won the governors to his side, and you think that automatically all the people will vote for him in all the states of the nation?
No,
So I think you are being disingenuous when you say that. So in what context?
no,
Is it going to be based on a
no.
free and fair election, or is it that it's going to rig the election?
Okay, let me come in. I am not being disingenuous at all.
No. I'm
What
saying
I am
answer
saying
my
now,
question. In what context?
no, the election is not going to be free and fair. It's only a madman who would think the election is going to be free and fair. How will somebody think Nigeria election?
Are you saying
It's
that
not going to be
he is going to rig the election? Your fear is that he will rig the election.
He is going to rig it using state powers. He's going to rig it. There's no way to, unless the only way. Let me land. I've heard you now. Let me land. There would have been a way out. The only way out, if, for instance, the entire opposition political parties had coalesced together and at the end of the day,
I don't agree.
Olumide, please give me a second. Mr. Edwin, I have a personal problem with
let
you.
me talk.
No, I'm coming.
Let me just
I know
talk.
you will talk. You've said this before. So, when a lie is paraded for too long, it appears to be true. And I know the power of PR and what you say to constantly and what you make people hear to constantly, it will begin to appeal to the minds of people. And that's why I have to stop you right there. I'm so sorry, sir. The point I'm trying to make is that for you to say that the only way, that is only one, no, not the only one road lead to market, sir. You cannot say that the only way out is for all the opposition to coalesce. It's not possible. That cannot be the only way to defeat a Tinubu. That cannot be.
Okay,
I was even going to say that. See, in a democratic climb, people have a right. If Showore says he doesn't want to align with anybody, leave him. If Attæck says he doesn't want to align, leave him. That is democracy. That is the kind of society we want to build. What we should be hammering is that the government should give us a free and fair election.
You are right. But what is there is that the imprints, what were the feelings, the sights and sounds of this current administration that are using the judiciary to intimidate all the opposition political parties. They are not giving, even if you are one who criticizes the government, even just on your own social media platform, you are arrested.
2027, okay? Peter Obi will win 2027
yeah,
election.
okay.
He will win it.
What is
we talked about this last time.
Fear,
please,
my fear.
Stop hyping these people.
Fear is that somebody like Tinubu and somebody like Wike, if, for instance, Nigerians are in 2013.
No, vex, Doctor. Now, sir, they tell you this thing where you talk. I'm sorry that I keep stopping you from saying it because you have said this several times and we have heard you before several times. And as I said earlier,
in 2013, let me
quickly finish, sir. Because if we let you continue to say this and people continue to hear this, it will create fears in the mind of people and they will believe it's true. Do you understand? And I want to ask you a question. Are you saying that
Yeah.
The entire politicians that Tinubu defeated in the way he defeated them in 2013 are oblivious of any theatrics that he would have used or he used before to win. Are you also saying that all of them who participated in all the off-season elections have not seen or experienced what the election is going to look like in 2027, and they don't have plans because they're all stupid and dummies, just because they are not talking or telling you what their plan is, or they need to make their plan public to you for you to understand what they may have in their coffers? I don't understand. Then thirdly, are you saying that if Nigerians, you in particular, your children, me, my children, if I have them, and all of us come together, vote during election day, sit down there and say, if not die, kill all of us, and I know they carry this result go anywhere, and I know go upload rubbish. They upload rubbish, all of us come out and protest against it. They shoot, they kill the ones they will kill, more people are coming out. That these politicians will not keep quiet and give us the result to vote.
President, they go run, no. They go run, leave that country overnight.
So I hate, I'm sorry. So you're not even looking at,
Precious, are you?
I'm coming, sir. No. It's
Precious, are you done now? Are you all right?
Sir.
Are you done with your?
No. It's painful for you to keep campaigning this. You see, the reason I have a problem with you canvassing this is that you don't understand that what you're doing is not helping. It's not seeking for a solution. You are actually making the people feel defeated. You're campaigning for the people to feel defeated. That's what this means. Because in your mind, you think you may be perhaps expressing your fears, but subtly, you're unknowingly helping the people in power to create fears in the minds of people. Already we know. I mean, any blind, even a very political analyst will know that one of the major instruments that will be used in the 2027 election will be voter intimidation and, of course, touts, to cause voter apathy. That is the one major way they will win the election. We already see it in the off-season elections. So you're saying that if the people come together and stand against that, nothing will change. First of all, the off-season elections were easier to get intimidated. You know why? Because these elections are happening only in one concentrated area. So it's easy to flood in 33,000 what did they call them? Security officers in one place. When you're conducting election for the whole Nigeria, how many security agencies we get where you go deploy? How many? How many touts you get to go empower the entire citizens that are woke? If the citizens are woke, how many touts do you have? Do you think that can empower the citizens? So I'm afraid that every time you keep parading this or say this, it creates unnecessary. I think it's a bad PR you're doing for Nigerians. And this is not about any candidate. It's not about Attæck Abubakar. It's not about Donald Duke or Peter Obi or anybody. It's about the fact that you're having a defeatist mentality and you're making Nigerians feel defeated. I'm sorry to say. And that is what it is. You are indirectly guilt-tripping Nigerians to admit to the fact that 2027 is unachievable for them, inachievable rather for them.
But you've laid all your facts now.
We need to reshape your mind.
Now you don't have to accuse me, and at the same time you are not giving the opportunity to defend myself.
I did not mean to abuse you. I'm just telling you.
You are not being fair to me.
No, now
you are not allowing me to name my points. To tell me why. Look, let me tell you something. All my life, I have fought to be on the side of the rule of law and to protect Nigeria and to protect everything. In my university, in my working days, go to NNPC. I was a Pegasan SBU chairman. Go to all my life activities. I have been go to my social media platform now. People just only go to my Facebook platform and see my write-ups every day. What I have pinned there is that Nigeria is not working and won't work. Just go there and read that alone. I pinned it there since 2019. It's been there. So, and I'm not a baby. And I grew up seeing politics of 1979 to 83 in Nigeria. What happened then?
Help us hurry with it,
and then what culminated into military coming in. So what I'm trying to tell you is this. It is not that I am not in the vanguard of one of the quest to liberate Nigeria from APC and the rest. But if you look at off-cycle activities ever since, what has happened in each of the off-cycle elections in Nigeria? What has happened? What has been the reactions of Nigeria? Now, let me tell you something. We are not going to wait until January of 2027 for every Nigerian to react. APC should have been seeing the handwriting on the wall of how Nigerians will react if they try any nonsense. But they aren't seeing anything. There is nothing the APC government has not done, either to intimidate Nigerians or to even kill Nigerians or to do anything. And how have Nigerians reacted?
So in other words, you're back to the same interpretation that
I did some sort of
Nigerians lack the
psychology
capacity to
in my
react.
university days.
So it will remain the same.
There have been no activities. So let me tell you, when Jonathan was there at the helm of affairs, I remember the way that government was handled. And I remember the PRO that was done by this now called APC. And the activities that followed, it was like a bandwagon effect until 2015. Jonathan was even told, if you don't hand over, we'll form a parallel government. We will do this. This insecurity we have in Nigeria now, they were imported by APC. Let me land. Let me land. So what I'm trying to say is that the opposition political parties have given APC that very big platform now to operate. Why we are going to fight tooth and nail, move heaven and earth to make sure we ask the APC, it is now a Herculean task to do it. They made the job more difficult for us. That is what I'm trying to emphasize. And I'm trying to say, the people there now, this set of criminals there now, are not the people we should treat with kid gloves. But we are just doing it. It happened in a election. It happened in this election. It happened. Nothing happened. And then the APC are just right there. They have INEC. That is my fear. Not that I am being pessimistic or I am bringing out some bad vibes. Not at all. Far from it. Count me out of that. Right, otherwise, I won't be in this platform.
Let's quickly let Dr. Katch respond, sir.
Okay.
So that's what I'm trying to say. And that was why I said Dr. Katch alluded to some of my fears, my worries. It's just worries. I'm not insinuating that Tinubu can be defeated, but it's going to take a bigger part of our hard work now to be able to do that. That is all that I'm insinuating. I'm not saying APC can be defeated or something.
No, Mr. Edwin. No, Mr. Edwin.
Listen, Tinubu can be defeated very easily.
Yes.
If Tinubu allows a free and fair election. There is nothing there's nothing he can use to campaign. The country is divided. And because he has not provided leadership, a lot of people who care about security have seen that he is very weak on security. He can be defeated very easily. Don't say he can't. He can be very defeated. If Tinubu allows free and fair election tomorrow, he's gone. That's why
that is what I'm saying.
That's why he's fighting to listen. You also need to understand something. The odds now is nothing compared to the odds we have in 2023. Nobody knew you. Nobody knew what was going on. The people knew we were angry. The APC was well seated. Buhari was in charge. They were incumbent and they were in control of everything. Yet, P2B won the election. So, whether they agree to hand over or they refuse to hand over and say go to court does not matter. We know what happens. Let Nigerians go out and vote in line with their conscience and what they want. If they seek a better country, let the result. I don't want favor. Let there be free and fair election. Simple. And you can see that Tinubu.
That is our plea. Free and fair election.
We can't just wish it. You don't wish it. You don't wish it, but you also have to work for it. And that's what you see we were working for. As we were working for it, people came to meet us. Those people have now been paid money to turn against us. But I can tell you what we have is a movement for a better Nigeria. It's not to be undermined by those who shoot at it. Of course, they will shoot at it. You can see suddenly now, Attæck is no more running the election to win. No, he's running a nation to start attacking Peter. That's exactly what Oshomole said, that the APC doesn't need to even campaign for itself. That the opposition will attack and kill themselves. And that's exactly what it is. So I know certain things could have sharing with the public in future as the campaigns open up. Nobody's going to wish us away. We're Nigerians, we're interested, and we'll continue to fight until we win that which we seek.
Exactly. I have a lot
Dr. Katch, just a quick question, please.
Hold on, hold on,
if I open up,
hold on.
you'll be surprised.
You have been speaking. Mr. Edwin. Can someone else speak? I have followed what you have.
You can. Yeah. No, I'm just trying. I've expressed my own.
I have been following what you've been saying. In fact, if you remember, there was a whole lot of argument concerning the way that you have spoken. You know, for some of us, it's very unsettling because when you say you speak authoritatively, you say you know Nigerian politics like the back of your hand. You say that you know everything, you know what is happening, and then you speak as if there's only one way. I remember when we spoke about electoral, when you were talking about electoral reforms, you were saying that's the only way. And we kept on telling you on this platform that the president is not going to sign anything that is likely to get him out of office. He will not sign any amendment. And we kept hammering it, but you didn't agree. And that's what he came up to. It cannot be, you cannot predict. You can't say for sure, for certain, what is going to happen in 2027. Because things are unfolding. They are unfolding and they'll keep on unfolding. And the fact is that Tinubu is defeatable. He was defeated in 2023, even when APC was ruling. He was defeated. He did mago. He himself confessed it, that he stole it and he snatched it and he ran with it. It's obvious. There's no need talking about that. Even if you take away River State from him, which this person gave to him, and you give it to the rightful owner, deduct, do the plus and minus, take away the votes, add it to the person who won, take it away from him. Then it means his votes will come down, perhaps to 7,000. The other person's vote will come out to more than what it is. And then he would have 11 states, not 12. And then he talk about Benue and the suppression of his votes in Lagos, which we know very clear, APC confessed to it. So it's not that he's not beatable. He's beatable. They beat him in Lagos. They beat him in Bodilon, in Ikoyi. So he's beatable.
I even wanted to say that to Mr. Edwin that you didn't make a fair analysis of the current situation. You understand? That is why I said you needed to contextualize and qualify exactly what you mean by Tinubu will win.
No. I take exception to that word.
That's fine. That's fine. Okay, fine. That's fine. Let me say one thing. Let me say why again.
I have not come to attack anybody directly.
I'm not attacking you, sir.
I'm not attacking you.
Don't mention anything lies. I don't like that language.
Okay. Let me just say one more sentence.
Please withdraw that statement.
What statement? Which one?
You said lies. I don't like that language.
Okay. You didn't say any lie. When you made your opinion. Oh God. When you made your opinion,
you don't know me and I don't know you.
It's okay.
Why
I apologize. So when you made your opinion known, but what I was trying to say is that if you look at the current situation, when over 30 state governors defected to the party of the ruling president, you want to tell me that in a state like Jos, Benue, Taraba, among a few of the middle belt and northern states, you are telling me that they will still vote the same government that have failed in protecting them, that have exposed them to insecurity, to killing, daily killings. You are telling me that they will win the majority of, Tinubu will win the majority of the votes. Is that what you are telling me, or you will be rigging the elections there?
So it means you didn't understand what I was even talking about.
Let me understand.
You didn't get what I was
saying. Can you make me understand?
In a free, fair, and credible election, Tinubu will lose the election before midday on election day. But I said it's not going to be free and fair. So what should have happened? What should have been sending shocking waves through the APC hierarchy is that if the opposition, if for instance Obi were to be the sole candidate now, we would have already been gearing towards coronation.
I think it's too late in the day for us to worry about that. What we should be clamoring for, what we should be clamoring for is a free and fair, credible election. That's all.
Nobody in his clear senses will vote for APC. in Nigeria, nobody with his clear senses will vote for APC. But do you think that is what happened in the Ekiti state election or in Edo, in everything?
Yeah, that is
These
what
people
we
just
should
sit
all
down and
be.
write results.
That is what we
They
should
don't
all
care
be
about
trying
it.
to prevent now, to making sure that our vote counts
I
and we
Yeah,
appreciate
so
vote the
you.
right
how are you going
person.
to
I
prevent that?
appreciate
How are you
you.
going
I
to prevent that
appreciate you,
now?
Lumide. Thank you so much. It's not just about preventing it. I totally understand where Mr. Edwin is coming from, and I understand the point that he's trying to make. Hello, can you just be a little bit patient? You would
Okay.
have time to ask your question. I see
Okay.
you're worried about that. So I understand the point he's trying to make. The only place I have somebody is. Can you mute yourself if you're not on, please? So the only issue I have with him is saying that the only way to win Tinubu is with a joint opposition. It cannot be the only way because not the only one road lead to market. I still maintain that even though the opposition appears that they are not acting, I believe that they know the character that they're dealing with and they know why they're keeping some things up their chest. They may know. I am not saying because I am the politicians, but they cannot bring out all their cards so that when he read, you know, go there like say those people don't already ready for them. So it's good that the opposition, that the what did they call them? Ruling party is even thinking that, oh, look at them, weak people will do as usual. Then when you do, you see the other preparation of the opposition. I want to believe so, even though I don't know what they have up their sleeves. I appreciate you. Hello, please go ahead with your
Okay.
question to Dr.
Dr. Katch, Dr. Katch. So please,
Yes.
I want to put this question to you again. It's regarding because that has been my worry. You know, constantly I've been asking this question regarding that NU, the National Road Transport Union. Regarding that, when that judgment has been given that they should remove that guy away from there, that the leader's boy, that he says that he's the only the leader that can tell him to leave that place. Without that person, he's not going anywhere. Because I know that place is another place which the INEC used to transport materials all over the country. What is NDC and other opposition doing about that situation as well?
Exactly.
It's not what is NDC doing. What are Nigerians doing about it?
Okay, what Nigerians doing
NDC,
about it? Okay.
don't be calling NDC has not yet been voted into power. NDC is
No,
just
I mean
an
opposition.
political
It's an
party.
opposition now. As in opposition, we are opposition.
The question is, what will Nigerians do about it?
Okay.
That is it. Because nobody currently has a license to go and do anything about it. It's a government issue. If somebody in a position like that, elected, insists that even if he's removed by a court or the people that he says he governs, he will not leave until President Tinubu tells him. It just tells you the character of the people who have assumed, or rather are occupying that particular position. I have nothing to say about it. I will just simply tell you it's a further display of the Nigerian problem. And the fact that this kind of people have access to the president and seems to say they do what they do and act, because whatever he said is nothing. It's of no consequence. President will tell you he never told the man to say such a thing. And a Nigerian can just express any opinion, even if it's very offensive opinion. And that's what it is. So that's the way I see it. It is left for Nigerians to continue to fight, use the courts to make sure that whatever the court says happens. It's got nothing to do with political party. Because everybody goes to court. And when you go to court and the court tells you that this is so and so is the judgment, and somebody says he will not obey that court judgment, it is not the duty of NDC to start reacting. No, it is duty of the people that got the judgment to try doing what they can to make sure that particular judgment is fully implemented. It's not an MP, an NDC job. People, the job is divided. Let members of the labor go and carry their own cross, and let the political parties continue to do their sensitization that is geared towards getting people to vote. There is division of labor in this country. That's exactly.
Okay, thank you.
That answers your question. Okay.
Yeah,
Any other question for Dr. Katch very quickly so that we can release him and then say our goodbyes?
Yeah, I have just one question,
Okay,
Precious.
sir. Okay. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah. Dr. Katch.
Yes.
I know at least you are an insider regarding the NDC. Now, are there any sort of manifesto? No, the manifesto of the NDC that you have seen and that will contribute meaningfully, because personally, although I've seen it, I'm just trying to scrutinize. I don't know whether that is the official one or the social media one. I'm not aware. When are they going to really officially present the manifesto? Because his name, Peter Obi's name, has been downloaded already now, apart from the court, which we are still wary of. So when do you think the manifesto will be officially brought to the public, launched and everything, so that we'll have copies
I want
and
to
start
advise you.
to push it?
I want to advise
to
you.
Nigeria.
If you're looking to Nigerian political parties, forget manifesto. They can deny whatever they tell you the minute, even before they get sworn in. So don't talk about manifesto. Believe in the character of the person that you are seeing. It is the character of the politician that will tell you if he will adhere to anything he promises you, which is what you're calling manifesto. Manifesto is an article of promises written down and presented to an electorate. Manifestos are things that politicians discard the minute they get elected. So let's not start going to where we could get angry. No political party follows manifesto. No, at least not now. What we can rely on, and that's what we're trying to sell, is the character of the leader that we are electing, because we know our problem. Our most pressing problem today is the non-functioning of the state. The Nigerian state is not running well. Nigeria is not working for anybody. And what we now seek is whoever will get to power that will reform the superstructure of the Nigerian state. That's all. That's the manifesto we seek. Reforming the superstructure of the Nigerian state means a lot of things. Of course, Tinubu is doing some of it. I'm impressed with what I've seen him do in approaching the state police. For me, that's a beautiful one. But you see, when it comes to Tinubu, I also look at issues of the autonomy for local governments. We got it settled in the court, but implementation didn't work. So
till now, we're yet
yes.
to implement the autonomy. And as laudable as that project was, we were all happy that, President Tinubu just got this right and he gave the warning. All of a sudden, he's now silent. I beg, Tinubu supporters, can you help us?
So you can see exactly what I was talking about.
That's why we need to be very, very careful of what politicians tell us. But all we're now looking at is, because we're this confused and this disappointed, that's why we're now suddenly trying to select somebody based on the person's character. That's what we're talking about, P2B, nothing else. So let us look at the character of the people who are voting in. Any politicians can tell you anything about a manifesto, and then once you vote him in, it's a different story. Now, when we now come to what you were asking, I want to advise that the country, for me, where we are now, is a very good place. Though it's very, very painful for a lot of people. You see, for me, whenever a problem starts to act in such a way that I'll be able to say, this is what's going on. That means whenever I am beginning to see clearly that problem, it gives me joy, because a problem properly understood is a problem half solved. For me, a lot of things that are hidden in Nigeria are now becoming open. Look at me and you. We're not discussing some of it openly, even though I know these things happened before. Like the things you talk about, the man who's claiming that But the BMA took 400 million from him, and because he didn't pay the remaining 200 million, that's why they now say his placenta don't exist. My brother, a lot happens in Nigeria. Nothing will surprise me.
Yeah.
Nothing will surprise me. So I see them every day. The fact that we're seeing it now and we're beginning to complain, I want to tell you a lot of such nonsense happens in our country. Let us simply elect people that we believe can redirect the superstructure of this country for a better country. Nigeria is not working for anybody. Nobody is enjoying it. Anybody tells you it's working for him is a liar. And that's why all of us are now
Yeah.
speaking with one voice. But let me also tell you one truth. You were complaining that outsiders come and take our land, kill our people. When you and your brother refuse to unite, you will very much together. So for us to get well in this country, we must learn to trust each other. I know nobody hates it, people. I tell you, but people are saying, nobody hates you. People are just afraid of you. The man will look at me and say, I said, nobody hates you. They're just afraid of you. You have competitive capabilities that outstand people. And so because of that, they want to be sure that they understand what you're doing before you do 1, 2, 3 and do a Ronaldo around them. That's the truth. So we need to find a way to work together. We need to find a way to trust each other. We need to find a way to trust Nigerians first and not like Buhari, who imported foreigners to come and be killing Nigerians. That's why I say, no matter how bad Tinubu gets, he can never be as bad as Buhari. Buhari was evil personified. He's gone. But it will not be good for all those who worked to use Buhari's governance to undermine Nigeria, to kill Nigerians, to start a genocidal jihad across Nigeria that today our government is ashamed to admit to its
Oh.
truth. But of course, we all know the truth. So let us change our mind, find a way to trust other Nigerians so that he can also be able to work with you. Our problem, whether you like it or not, is our inability as indigenous people to work together. Most of our people will trust foreigners more. Most Nigerians under the military, they trust Lebanese more than they trust Nigerians. They trust Indians more than they trust Nigerians. Same thing is occurring. The reason why you see the Fulani militias are able to come and kill us is because the Igbo and the Yorubas don't trust themselves. Yes, if we trust ourselves, we'll close rank and stop those foreigners from coming in. It is when we continue to mistrust ourselves, that's when the outsiders will come in and inherit the land. Whether you like it or not, that's a fact of life. That's a fact of life.
Okay. Thank you very much,
Thank
sir.
you, sir. As we coast
Thank
home,
you
just
for
about
having
to leave, somebody just put up in the comment section here and said that we all know that Tinubu will rig the next election, but the question is, what's next if he does?
I want to tell you,
That
we
is
had these same thoughts and considerations in 2023.
You know,
Did
the
not
reason why this
fear.
question is important is because of what your brother Kenneth Okonkwo said about P2B today. When he said that he's one of the reasons he left him is because he finds it difficult to take decision. He
It's
he
not
accused
true.
him. Yeah, I'm coming, sir. He accused him of
The
chickening out
decision
of
he's
the
talking about, I'll
2027
tell
election.
you. The
Okay.
decision he's talking about, when it got to a time, people say, let youths move on the streets. We knew soldiers were going to shoot them to death. Peter said no, that he wants to be president, but not that people should be shot. We knew that Buhari was willing to kill. You saw how Buhari killed in Lagos at the toll gate. He was going to kill people again. Peter said no. That's what Kenneth is saying. Was Peter the only opposition leader? What did his new master do? Why did his new master that ran away to, when we did an election, we won 2019. What happened? His new master ran away to Dubai. This is, look, you are calling pot black when you kettle, you're very black. What did his new master Attæck do in 2019? Attæck ran away to Dubai. Now, him and Attæck are blaming Peter for not sending youths to the street so that soldiers will kill them. When we know Buhari was bloodthirsty, and because he has killed at the toll gate in Lagos, he will kill again just to make sure what he wants happens. Was he in charge? No. So let's not talk about that.
So if that happens again, sir, the question is, should we still continue business as usual if it happens
No,
again?
no. You don't want to ask me about the strategy of the opposition because I'm not
Okay,
going
sir.
to tell you.
Oh,
I will
okay,
not
sir.
tell you. I
Okay,
won't
sir.
tell you.
We
Yes.
surrender. It's okay, sir. We surrender.
Good.
We just wanted
I
to
will not
ask.
tell you.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. All right. Thank you so much, Dr. Katch. It's always a pleasure to have you join us here. What a conversation today. 3 hours plus. It's always a full package with you every Thursday. Election is coming. Oh, hey,
Thank you, Dr. Katch. Thank you
Katch,
very
let me just
much.
use
Really
something.
appreciate
Thank
you.
you
Thank
very
you,
much for
sir.
having me.
Thank you,
Dr.
sir.
Katch, wait. Let me just do something here. So, why I like to tell you gossip of everything. I'm like that child that likes to do BBC in the house. That will tell the parents all the gossip in the house. So the other day, while we were on this platform talking, some of us, because I have been encouraging everybody here, everyone in the diaspora, to do their part. I mean, if they control the economy of some of their family members and relatives from where they are abroad, they should also be able to influence who they should vote and how they can vote, right? So I encourage them that we should do more legwork apart from what we're talking about here. So we should mobilize people. They should contribute money, mobilize people. Let them send people. Like if you're from this village now, T.Y. Danjuma is from Asaba. You go gather money, him and the other 2-3 diaspora people there. Then go organize people for Asaba. Go do town hall. They feel do free healthcare, some giveaway, but use the opportunity. Tell them the need for them to vote the right persons and not take money. To, do that kind of tankraya work so that the thing go drum to the ears of people. How you see that idea, sir?
So T.Y. na from Asaba. I don't know say T.Y. na from Delta.
Let me advise you.
Sleeping on the long term.
I don't know. I didn't know that.
Precious.
You see what happened to Ned Nwoko there?
Oh, wait,
I like your suggestion.
Is he in the list, bro?
No,
like
it's not
your
bad. But you saw what happened to him.
No, it doesn't matter. You know, say they do some abracadabra in their new list.
I told you guys now that he's not coming back. I said it in this platform.
Okay, go ahead, sir. Doctor, you push away to let Dr. Katch respond to me, please.
The reason why he can't come back is very simple. Patrick Okowa brought his successor, who is Sheriff. Sheriff has been given control of the party by President Tinubu, and they simply wrote the names that they want. So you don't expect them to put Okowa, who is an outsider, Ned Nwoko, who is an outsider in their internal political structure. It doesn't work that way.
And that is somebody who looted Delta State dry. That is Okowa, who was even facing a trial or something. He was arrested by the FCC.
Yeah, but he has not denied it.
The voters will decide.
No.
Don't worry about that. Voters will decide.
Listen, that's
We
why
will
I tell
decide.
you, all these talk you people talk.
Is it not Delta State?
No, it's our constituency. No. It's our constituency. Okay? It's our senatorial constituency.
Don't forget,
we
in
will decide. Don't worry.
The Obedient Movement won Delta State.
See why I hear you.
Even though Okowa was running, we won. We beat him. So you're talking to people who know how to win. We know how to win in Delta. We know how to win in this. Leave it alone. We are there. I don't like people who have never run elections be doubting what I know. I have been a member of all the PDP presidential campaign councils since the inception of our democracy. The only one that didn't join was the last one because I pulled out with Doyle Kukwe and we started the youth movement, which blossomed into the building movement. So we know how to run elections. We know what to do. We are good hands and we will work with our hearts. Okay? We are volunteers. We're not going there for somebody to give us money for us to go and pay house rent. No. We mean what we say we will do. Don't worry about it. I am very grateful for your thoughts, for your own plans to help our movement, but Nigerians know what they want.
Okay, so sir, is that your response to the to our conversation, sir?
Yes.
Okay.
That is
I was waiting for you to respond to it, sir.
I want you not to be worried. We know how to win. We have done it before in 2023. All you're hearing are people saying they will stop us. They will stop us. They will stop us. I think it is the way to stop us
getting Kono Tokonkwo to start talking about us. It will only make us more popular. So forget about those stories. Don't
Dr.
worry about
Katch,
it.
Dr. Katch, don't you also think
Yes.
that Kenneth, since Kenneth was with you guys in 2023, like moving around with you guys somehow, don't you think they will now start going to be telling, I think we'll say, go this way, this is what you will do, this is what they did, this is how we did it, to go this way,
It's not
go
true.
this way.
No, it's not true. It's not true. He doesn't know. He's not inside our plot now. He's not in the
Uh,
engine room.
okay,
He
yeah,
only
yeah, I
came to meet
understand.
us
Yeah,
when we
sure.
have gained momentum.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, network has taken light to. Anyways, let's just let Dr. Katch go. It's I'd like to say a big thank you to everyone who's joined the show. It's always a great pleasure to have you guys. So, Mr. Edwin, you don't hear what Dr. Katch talk now. When he say no, go tell his strategy to anybody. So,
Precious,
No,
we are waiting.
we need to reshape Mr. Edwin mind. Make we rebuild the mind. You know, we need to re-anoint him. So make it talk positive. Make it remove that fear. Because if they say fear, they say voice.
Oh, the
Mr.
fear.
Edwin, we need to re-anoint you. We need to
You are
re-anoint
right.
you again. May we
Yeah,
reshape your mind. Don't be
the,
afraid. Don't worry. Don't be afraid. Peter Obi will be the president in 2027. That is what I want to be hearing you say now, going forward.
I
Okay?
know what we experienced in Edo State was just one of the turning points in my thoughts
We know.
about
But
APC
you
and
know that
election.
me and you know say that D7, that failure of a guy not win election, that D7 not win. They
But
just crammer. They
nothing
just
happened.
turn off the same thing they take carried. I don't want to put matter because probably will not they use now make the software they control within the cup of my mouth. So you know they just carry that thing, they just carry say take go sit down there.
Exactly.
That be what they do. So but it
Nothing
not go be
happened.
like that again. It not go be like that again. It not go
Nothing
be like that
happened.
for
They
2027.
suspended a whole governor where they elect for River State. Wike who is not even having anything to do with it. Even look at waiting they happen now for
No
APC
worry,
for River State.
2027 no 2027 no
So
be like that.
this
No.
may
Everybody
happen
eye
and
don't
we dey
open.
look. It is the sequence of
don't
events.
worry.
If you
They
look
make
at,
a give on a gist there. You know, Wike is my uncle that you people are giving to me, and Amechi is my second uncle. One that dash me free of charge. It's all right, no problem. Nothing mega. I'm for Ibaga.
Precious,
So
why are you always having very difficult uncles? Why?
no, it's
I
okay.
thank you
I
very
just
much
want
for
to make
that
a tell
question.
on something. You know that one of my uncle has sworn that the other uncle will never get. Sorry, the person that is contesting with the other uncle will never get the vote. So why the other uncle is using Kenneth Okonkwo to fight people's candidates? My other uncle we use everything. You know, so that one hates one
One
person
vote,
with all
you
the
know go
might.
get one.
He
One
go
vote,
make
you know go
sure
get.
say, and remember, he will not just do that to him in River State alone. He will make sure he does it in any state that this my second uncle now get influence. He go use them. You know they do them because of his brother, which is my second uncle. I be my first. I don't even know which is first and second.
But that your uncle self, eh? But that your uncle. Why be say that your uncle can't go vomit where he don't vomit, he can't go back again, he can't go they lick that he vomit. You know say that dog be they do that kind of thing now. What
No,
a disgrace.
whether you leak vomit or you no leak vomit. I be one telling I say make on a melembe. Say one other uncle don't promise on I say, you know you're waiting in talk for one place and you go for River State. He said, I don't have a problem with you if you vote Peter Obi. It's not a problem, but you see the other person. Why vote? Why? You know go get. So while the God of Kenneth Okonkwo, they help on a fight this other person. The God of Wike is
No,
using it to
the
do
Kenneth
wonders.
Okonkwo own, now to lock that one for case. They already locked that one for case to read the key. It just make it just happen. Make the day you're rich. Make everybody say I say that one not day relevant anymore. Now remain.
Thank you. All right, so let me let you get.
We can't hear you.
You can't hear me.
Oh,
we hear you now.
Sorry, my battery ran out. So I was going to say that even though I started early today, you guys have kept me for till 1 a.m. again too. And I went
Don't
done.
know verse.
Done.
No verse.
no
Till my
verse, so
mama
no
pursue
verse,
me
no
for
verse.
house.
No,
Till
your
my
mama
mama
no go
pursue me
pursue
for
you.
house. Now I
You
go
know,
do.
no, you not go pursue you. No
What
pursue
you
you.
are
No
going to
pursue you.
do, Precious, what you are going to do, anybody will make you stay more than the time where you talk. You go find them. You go drop money.
I beg wanna leave. How many people I won't find here? When I leave, I beg when they like on a candidate and I need to give shishi. I beg not gonna leave that.
You don't say na Western education, na Western train us. So they teach us all these things.
I Kukuma didn't expect anything from Mona, so don't worry. I'm not expectant.
We
Thank
know
you
they
so
give
much.
you.
Oh,
We
no,
know
they
they
give
give
shishi, I
you.
beg,
No,
I
no, they
beg.
give you.
But I like it like that. I like it. All right, good night, everyone.
Thank you,
Olumide,
precious.
you have something to say, Olumide?
No,
Okay.
not at all.
Okay.
Thank you.
So
Thank you. Thank you
good
so much,
night,
joining us.
Olumide. Good night,
Good night, and God bless
MC.
you.
Good
Yeah,
night,
good night,
Eddie.
Good night, everybody.
Good night,
Good
Yeah,
night,
Mr.
precious.
everybody.
Edwin,
Good morning.
Mr.
everybody.
Edwin, I
Good
hope
night.
we will not start with a renewed mind and renewed vigor to understand that there is always a way out. I am a very stubborn person, and I
Leave
believe
my
that
brother
there will
alone.
always
Leave
be a
my
way
brother
out.
alone.
He,
Precious, leave
don't
my
worry.
brother
One way or
alone.
the other.
The next appearance, he
Leave
go
my
come.
brother
He go
alone.
come with positive thoughts. He go begin to talk. You go don't worry. He go come with the positive thoughts. So I believe he go back. He go educate the children for house. Educate everybody. Okay. Let them know now. Peter will be 2027. Here we go. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Good night, guys. God bless you. And then
Thank
please don't
you.
forget to like and share. Oh,
Good night,
please.
precious.
Please don't forget to
See you
like and
tomorrow.
share.
Yeah,
Like
I
and
dey
share.
always
See you
share every day.
tomorrow. See
I
you
dey always
tomorrow.
share. You get my
Thank
platform.
you. Thank you so much.
Good
Good
night.
night and God bless you.
Bye.